We live, baby.
It don't matter the color of the skin, either woman or man, just let the case land. It's here, it's in safe hands. This is God work, not a fake plan. Too many kids being found in these lakes, man. This is MTGV, and you with Miss V. She keep her ear to the streets.
Welcome in, everybody.
This is the place that you wanna be, but all trolls we delete, you better believe. Just so you know we on go, for those that's taking these.
I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped them in the shit. They say who you do it for, I say I do this for my sis. Gotta watch out for the twins, yeah they think that they slick, but I'm quick. I'll scramble some shit up, got me feeling like I'm big. How the fuck did your baby daddy take away lil' sis? I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped them.
Thank you for tuning in to MTGV, True Crime TV. Y'all know what it is, man. Team Vibe, Miss V. And make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe.
Please smack that like button, y'all. Please smack that like button. If you hear it on the replay, smack that like button and drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about what you're hearing. Shout out to everybody in the building. Welcome to MTGV Crime Podcast. And today we are going to be going over a few things. So our last live stream, like I said, my live streams are a rollover from the last live stream. So we pretty much just pick up from where we left off at. And also we follow facts over here. Nothing but facts. What's being said in the court proceedings, the evidence, the real evidence. I mean, we might entertain a few things now and then, but for the most part, I like to follow facts because that's what makes sense to me. So welcome to everybody in the building. Please be sure to smack that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. So some of the things that we're going to be going over is the searches. What did they search and when did they search? The ignored CPS reports, which are the 22 reports, some 2018 reports, some other reports that didn't even get considered, you know, in this whole thing, because things were reported in 2022. Therefore, this should have never happened to ZIYAH. Things reported in 2018. It's just ridiculous how this happened. And it's almost like Jarvis has some people in high places working for him, because how do you even escape being on a registry and all of that stuff that we hearing? And so I'm gonna go over a few things before I get into it. So y'all might have heard me playing Vari. He did a song about ZIYAH and he mentioned Shannon. Actually, he mentioned both twins in it. And so I'm going to play a little bit. I was trying to play it while the music was playing because I really don't want to get a copyright or nothing like that. But we're going to see how it goes. This is Vari. And I noticed that the female that was in that other video that interviewed him, the light-skinned female that was also being interviewed on that show, the one they end up deleting his first interview, she's in the video. They're at the shop. And here it is.
I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped them in the shit. They say who you do it for, I say I do this for my sis. Gotta watch out for the twins, yeah they think that they slick, but I'm quick. I'll scramble some shit up, got me feeling like I'm Vic. How the fuck did your baby daddy take away lil' sis? I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped. I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped.
So yeah, I just happened to see that circulating and I didn't know that he had made a song. And so it said a little bit more. Obviously, I didn't want to put the whole thing on there. And so also, let me see what y'all saying. Welcome in, Lynn. Thank you so much for dropping down in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. Please be sure to smack that thumbs up while y'all in the bushes. I really appreciate that. And also, if you want to support the channel, you can send it by Cash App. I have a goal set up for 10 super chats during this live stream, and I would greatly appreciate it if you decide to bless me that way. And also, you can join memberships. You can even donate after the live stream by hitting the super thanks and all of that. So there's many ways to support. And number one, that's free way to support. Just hit the thumbs up, y'all. Just hit the thumbs up and I will be happy. So thank y'all so much for being here. And okay, so also I want to go over. I want us to remember what Kim Worthy, the prosecutor, said. Let's go to that.
Could things have maybe moved forward a little faster if the school police had got with Detroit police right away?
Yes.
Can you talk a little more about?
No, I better not. I have strong opinions there. We are going to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she's dead, as we must do by law.
Why?
Because no one's seen her, no friends, no family, no teachers, no medical conditions. Even on her birthday, 10 days ago, she contacted no one. This was a child that never missed school, but the school hasn't seen or heard from at all again. This is a young girl who was very active on social media, and crickets, nothing, since January the 9th of 2024.
Anything from the defendant?
And we have other things, too, that will come out in court.
Could things have maybe moved?
So they have other things that'll come out in court, but they're saying without a shadow of a doubt, they can prove that she's no longer with us. So, you know, for the people that's saying she's hidden somewhere, this, that, and the third, that's not what they going by in these court proceedings. So we are following what they're going by, the evidence and all of that stuff, because that's what makes sense. And also, one of the things that stuck out to me was when the mother said that she don't mess with her daughter. I mean, she felt the need to say that in court. And I thought, wow, that is really deep, that she wanted to tell the whole world that she don't mess with her daughter. Why? But when you look at this, ZIYAH looks very much like her mother when she was younger and when she was, you know, good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of life has happened with her mother now. She looked different to me, totally different. But she was a pretty woman. And ZIYAH looks like her mother. I could see the resemblance. And I'm sure that her mother could too. How can you despise your child and raise their child? I don't believe that you can really genuinely do that with love. Welcome in, Sharon. Thank you so much for being here. Very beautiful. And it's just so sad that this happened and all of this stuff. And I had went and looked on the mother's page just to kind of see, you know, see if I could see anything. And since I'm talking about her, let me go to that. I didn't put any of it in here, but and I, you know, I wasn't focusing in on her like that, but I was curious. I was like, I didn't know how long Vari and her have been with the mother. Like, I didn't know how long she had them before the mother had to take over and stuff. But when I went to her page, I noticed that in 2011, they had a family reunion or something. And I also noticed that Roxy says she hasn't lived in Detroit since 2011. And I seen her also in at this family reunion. It looked like it was in the backyard of someone's house. I'm not sure, but that's what it looked like. So one of the things that I noticed is, so ZIYAH's birthday is September 16th. She was born 2010. And I noticed on September 16, 2012, her mother wrote, "Today, I was blessed to see my beautiful daughter, ZIYAH, turn 2. Happy birthday, my poo. We had a blast. Much love to fam and friends who helped make ZIYAH's birthday special." And so the way that she said that was as if she didn't have her with her at that time. Also, I learned that her mother's birthday is on December 26th. And in 2012, she turned 30 years old. She said, "Wow, only 5 more days to enjoy my tempting 20s." So she, you know, going to 30. She said, "Wow, only 5 more days of enjoying my tempting 20s. Hello to the dirty 30s, baby." Hold on. "Today is my birthday. I would like to thank God for blessing me to see 30. Now, who gets to snow a blizzard on their birthday? I'm still out. No more kids." This was January 21st, 2013. No more kids. I'm glad it's bedtime. Let's see. I know I'm going to have to fight somebody so they can go to sleep. For sure. It will be my daughter. LOL. So that was 2013. So I'm assuming in 2012 she still had the kids. 2013 is she's in their life still. This is January 27th, 2013. I sure hope the schools be open in the AM. They ain't got to go home, but they got to get the hell out of here. So she was counting down for the kids to go to school. She said, damn, 2 of them mine. Laughing my ass off. So yeah, she had her kids in 2013. And I think stuff went bad probably that year. Dang. Hold on. So look, in February 18th, 2014, somebody, and I'm going to assume it's probably Shannon, said hacking my big sister's page, enjoying it, some love. Oh, showing it some love. Follow me on Instagram. So when she said that, I'm like, okay, where's she at? She in jail or whatever? And then, yeah, it appears that way because somebody said, welcome home to her, and then she called me. So I'm like, it don't make no sense. Was it her or was it Shannon? But anyway, it looks like she was locked up at some point, and that might have been, in 2014 when the kids got with the mother. But I noticed in 2011, I did see ZIYAH there. She was really little, and obviously at that time she was just not even 1 yet. She had posted December 26, 2014. She said, it's my birthday and I'm stuck in the house. No one effing with me. And then somebody said, go to bed, B. I'm like, God dang. Like, somebody take your ass to bed, B. Jeez. And then it says, somebody said, hi, stranger. Somebody said, take your ass to bed, B. Then somebody said, I pulled down hell looking for you. Thanks for all the love. Your girl is back. Okay, so she was back. That was that was December 26, 2014. Okay, and then all right, so I just kind of looked. So I'm thinking, 2014 is when it happened. I'm assuming, yeah. I really don't know, but it was early. But I'm looking at pictures of like Vari from 2012, and he seemed happy and stuff with his mom. A picture of ZIYAH from 2011, which is when that reunion or whatever happened. And brother and sister is gone. It gets no better than love. I miss him. So there's a picture of her and her brother, this big guy. I'm thinking that this is the brother that was locked up. I'm thinking they call him Boo. Remember the boyfriend had mentioned that they had a brother that had just got out, and he came up to the house that day, with the landlord situation and all of that. And then I'm also looking at a picture from 2011. As a matter of fact, it's June 2011. June 11th, 2011. It's a family. It says congratulations, graduate. So it's a graduation. But they got on, the twins got on. Oh, it's their graduation. Hell, it's the twins' graduation, I'm guessing, because they both got on shirts that say 2011. I see Roxy there, ZIYAH's mom. The grandmother is in the middle. I don't think I put this picture out, but y'all probably seen it. But so, yeah, I was just looking around trying to gather some things. But so these are the posts, and I talked about this before, that when ZIYAH went missing, welcome in everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here. When ZIYAH went missing, Shannon only posted 4 posts, period. Because she's still using the same page that she was using back then. And these are things that she posted. So Naziah went missing on the 9th, yet we're looking at January 11th. She didn't post nothing until 2 days later. But what's significant about that is that we talked about this, I think, in number 14, that, or it might have been 15, that Naziah had gotten into a scuffle with some girls, and it happened November 2nd of 2023, but it didn't get reported until 2 days after she went missing. Look at that. That's another one. February 14th that she posted, right? So why did they wait to post that she was missing? Maybe they was worried that they wasn't going to have enough to say to people or whatnot. But what's significant about the 11th is that's the same day that they went to the station to report the fight. Okay? They ain't reported in November. They didn't report it in December. They didn't report it the 1st of January when it first hit, right? But they reported it 2 days after Naziah was missing. And the girl actually was locked up, and they couldn't proceed because she was missing. And I'm assuming that they went on the 11th and they must have went and picked her up. So that was strange. And also stranger that they didn't put nothing out until after they did that. And then the significance of February 14th is because Shannon, the lead investigator, she said they got the case February 12th. She was asked to look at it. She instantly started investigating, instantly like hit the floor running, because the school officers, or whatever you want to call them, whatever you want to call them, they need to give up investigations because they don't investigate. She said it was enough. They had enough to go ahead and pursue it. They had the text message of her meeting someone. They didn't do nothing with, but anyway. So she said that they pretty much, she was asked on the 12th. The 13th, she had retrieved things, had put King in, put the records of the jail calls to try to figure out. First, they called the jail for property or something too. That was one of the things. They wanted to see if he had a cell phone in his property once they figured out who was the person that messaged her. Okay? But before I get into all that, the 14th is when they questioned Jarvis. So, so, that, I don't believe in coincidence. So, and then another thing I remember hearing Shannon say, I didn't hear her, but there was a whole text message going on when Naziah when she first posted this, right? This was her first time posting, and this is the post that her, and these were one of the posts that her and Roxy was talking under. And Shannon was like, when she was talking about the cops, she's like, they've been here all damn week, So a lot of people was wondering, well, what did they search? Who did they check? So I wanted to go back over that information. Okay, that's what we're gonna be going over. Charlene said, can't stand Shannon, her mama, and her sister. They all super suspect. I'm with you on that. I totally agree with that. Like, they should have been arrested, in my opinion. But now that the children are gone, man, it's about to be over. Like, they really, if they took those kids, that's where it started. And I already said this because we know that another YouTuber had allegedly got them taken already, but I had heard that they wasn't taken. Now they are. So, and it's for the better good of them, because they can thrive and be great. It seems like they was being held back in the household. They was being beat down with bad words on the way out, prayer that was really just like, you just put a curse on me before school. Like, what? Shout out to Mouthpiece. He says, smash that like up because this content is hot. Thank you so much, Mouthpiece. I appreciate that. Please smack the thumbs up, y'all. MTGV girl, if I was a moderator, I'm fine though. Can't catch all the because anyways. So wait, what happened? Is somebody trolling in here or something? Is somebody trolling? Oh, thank you, Phoenix, for the 46 thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing her story. Yes, we are into it over here. Get the hell out of here then. Like, get out of here. Oh, is that who you talking about? Hello. Okay, I'm not too late. Nope, you right on time. Please double tap the screen to smack that thumbs up or either hit the 3 dots and hit that thumbs up. Somebody rude in here. Yeah, we got to get him up out of here. We got to get him up out of here. Yeah, she do. Very beautiful. Yeah. So, I mean, for the mother to say that on the stand, that I don't mess with my daughter. I'm going to let you know right now. Like, what? Welcome in, Talina. Hi, Miss V. I agree. I've always heard the saying, if you despise the mother, you won't love the child. Exactly. Now, that's a good, I haven't heard that one. But that's just what I was thinking. Like, how can you properly love the child if you cannot stand the mother? I mean, I don't get that. But y'all see these sorry posts, like these are the people that she lived with. These are the posts y'all made when she went missing. That's it. Wrong shoe information. And also Shannon, the investigator, is gonna be able to clear up some of that about the who found the shoes and all that, because for whatever reason people don't want to believe that Roxy and Mark and them is the ones who initially found it, but she actually she tells you that. And then in combination with the Border Patrol, his testimony, that I've seen some people comparing that and calling Roxy a liar, is just like, no, they're not going to necessarily give a person credit other than themselves, you know, but they were alerted to go out there. They didn't just go on their own. And she also said that they have been out there like 7 or 8 times. They've went to they searched everywhere that he was at and stuff like that. And hold on, then this right here is just wild. So, and I know y'all have seen this. It's looking like they are at that shop, because I'm looking at that letter, the way that letter is right there. I think they are at the shop, but what I notice is that they barefoot. Like, what? And so I'm not understanding that as like this was their second home or something. And then thinking about King's testimony when they first asked him, you know, do the kids be there or whatnot? His first thing he said, yeah, sometimes they ride their bikes up there to get air. He didn't say nothing about working first. That was what he said. But we definitely know they spent a lot of time there. The grandmother took them there and all that. But like, what are you told to not do? And he just there. What are they doing? Do it look like they working? Do it look like they need it there? Not at all. Not at all. Okay, so let me get to this video right quick, y'all. First thing I need to do is pull it up. I didn't even do that yet. So please take the time right now, y'all, to smack the thumbs up if you have not. Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe and press that notification bell. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. For sharing. For sharing. For sharing me. Thank you for so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
How are you employed?
I'm a sergeant with the City of Detroit Police Department.
And are you assigned to a special unit or division?
Yes.
And what is that?
I'm assigned to Homicide, Missing Persons Unit.
And how long have you been employed in that role?
I've been at Missing Persons since 2013.
And before that, where were you at?
Patrol.
Okay, and how long were you there?
I've been on the department for a total of 24 years.
Okay.
So throughout the prior years to Missing Persons, I had various assignments.
And what is your role in this case?
I'm the officer in charge.
What does it mean to be an officer in charge?
So I'm in charge of reviewing all the evidence and spearheading the investigations, looking into all the facts and possible suspects and information that's brought to the case and to compile it together.
Okay. And what would be some common duties that you would do in partaking in those roles?
When it comes to missing persons, specifically those type of cases?
Yes.
So a missing person case, when someone's reported missing, we always go out to the home, search the home, talk to family, and try to get a good timeline of when that person was last seen, their comment.
So it's routine that they automatically gonna check the house first. Like that's the first thing, because I just, like I said, I just want to go over it so we'll be on the same page as far as what's already been searched. And I do know that they issued like over 20 warrants and stuff too. Impounded cars, did all kind of stuff.
And habits where they are supposed to be. Has any patterns changed? Are they not going to school and not going to work? If the investigation leads us to believe that that person may be in danger or that there's something more to just not coming home, then we start pulling different video and try to look into cell phone data or friends or associates of that specific missing.
And in particular, have you investigated what would be known as a no body case before?
Yes.
Okay, and what does it mean to be a no body case?
That would be a missing person that we have come to the conclusion is a victim of a homicide. However, we were unable to locate or recover the body.
Okay, and how does that kind of investigation differ, if at all, from another investigation that you would do?
It's a little tougher. You need to go through and kind of be able to show and establish that this person is no longer with us today. When you have a body, it's obvious, then you can come to the conclusion and work your case that way. So on a no body case, you're trying to find any signs of life, any evidence to show that there might have been some possible danger or some assault that may have happened to this person.
Now, I'm sorry, when did you get the case of ZIYAH Harris?
So it was first requested to me on February 12th.
February 12th, first requested. So before we get too far, I want to say that this information could be triggering for some people. This is a crime channel, sensitive information talking about, something that happened with someone 13 and under. And so it's not meant to shock or trigger anyone, but it is for educational purposes, news reporting, entertainment, what do I want to say? Calls to action and different things like that, awareness for our community and surrounding communities or whatever. So if you are under the age of 18, you should exit right now. Let's continue.
I received the email, which just kind of asked me to look into the case. It wasn't at our building yet or at our department. I looked into the case when I saw that DPS was initially assigned the case, and I had reached out to Lieutenant Harris from DPS to kind of ask for an update on where they were
So they did get to take the case from Lieutenant Harris, which is the guy that it was handed to after the one that was retiring. So we have went through that part already, because I'm like, who dropped the ball initially? Number one, the family. The grandmother dropped the ball. She didn't pick the ball up when she went to the school, because she that was buying time. That was a whole waste of a month, over a month, by doing that, and then the person that it was given to was about to retire, so he wasn't giving a damn enough about it, in my opinion. He didn't write down statements. He didn't do a lot. And so once they figured out it was out of their hands, they should have passed it on. But what did they do? They sat on it.
Kind of see how the case was progressing and any evidence.
Which is why, Kim Worthy said what she said.
Could things have maybe moved forward a little faster if the school police had got with Detroit police right away?
Yes.
Can you talk a little more about?
No, I better not. I have strong opinions there. We are going to be able to prove beyond.
Okay, that's why she said that.
That they may have had.
Okay. So after that, how did it come about that you got this case?
So after meeting and discussing with Lieutenant Harris and reviewing the different things, it was determined that there had been enough suspicious possible things connected to her being gone. Number one, she's never been missing before. There's been no updates on any of her social media, which is very uncommon for a young child or juvenile. They're addicted to those. There had been a last known contact that she had possibly met somebody, is what we were informed, that there was a text message for her to be picked up, and that would have been the same day that she went missing.
So when you first officially received this case, tell me, what is it that you do right off the bat?
So this case was a little different because we kind of had to go back. We were already a month behind. She went missing January 9th, and now it's February 12th. We start kind of looking into what has already been done and then what steps I would normally take moving forward.
Okay. So
Shout out to my BFF, my HMIC. I was just about to be trying to look at this chat because somebody said something stupid that I didn't delete yet. Can you delete that whenever you get a chance? Like, we don't need no haters in the building. Welcome in, D-Wash. I can't wait to that trial by jury, but I really want street justice. Okay. Man, listen. Okay, Creole. Yeah, shout out to D-Wash. Welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here. Annette and Shanna Harris did not go to the police department. They absolutely did not. Went straight to let me change that, because we do know that they went to the police department on the 11th to press charges on somebody for a scuffle that happened November 2nd, 2023. And then right after that, she started posting missing posters on her channel. Her page. And then not to mention the sister who posted that she was spotted at the liquor stores and the gas stations. I forgot to put that in here. Yeah. And that's funny because the boyfriend, Marquita's boyfriend, already had told us that she just out the blue. He said they hadn't searched, they hadn't been nowhere. He had already told her to bring some flyers on that side of town so they can hand them out. They never did. And then all of a sudden, here she go with a post talking about ZIYAH been spotted. It says update, been spotted at gas stations and liquor stores in the Mac and East Warren area. Please keep sharing. That was January 26th, y'all. Throwing people off. Let's not forget the initial throw off was when they said that she ran away. Because when you say that a child ran away, then they ain't gonna take it seriously. That buy you time because they waiting to see if they gonna pop back up after a day or two. of hanging out. So they knew what the hell they was doing. Absolutely. And every time that grandmother would look at Naziah, she seen the daughter that she told us in court she don't mess with. That's what I believe.
So, what kind of steps do you take moving forward?
So once I reviewed the case, and it was determined that the last person that had contact with Naziah was Jarvis Butts, I then started to look into his phone records, his activity, places that he had been. On the 12th, we had determined there was already an analyst that had looked at different records and given us a location out in Ypsilanti. So I coordinated a search for the very next day on February 13th. We went out to Ypsilanti.
So before they even talked to Jarvis, they already went to Ypsilanti?
We conducted the search. It's a large area, and it wasn't pinpointed down to a specific house. There was a lot of wooded area over there. We had multiple teams out there. There was probably over 60 people at one point. We then started going into different businesses to look for different video that we may be able to recover close to the intersection that
So for the people that wonder about videos, this is the part right here.
we believed would be a good starting point in that search area.
And did you recover, or were you able to recover anything or find anything from the Ypsilanti area?
We did find some video that was eventually pulled from a gas station.
And what was, I guess, the condition of that video?
So the video is from a gas station. It shows the intersection, I believe it's Michigan and Carpenter, which is actually, I think that is like a Springfield Township. It's kind of like a little small city just outside of the county. At that point, we didn't know exactly what we're looking for, so we just kind of pulled like the window that we knew the devices were out there, specifically Jarvis Butts' device that was out there. So we kind of just pull all of that video before we lose it. And then as we gather more information, we can kind of go back and look at the video to see if there's something now that we can focus in on what we should look for.
Okay.
Now I noticed she said specifically they put Jarvis Butts' phone info, but I do wonder if they put the well, see, Jarvis Butts is the only one that's on trial, you know, so they probably didn't put other people's phone information. She didn't say that. Let's keep going. She said specifically Jarvis.
Now that brings up a good point. You said you're a month behind on this investigation.
Yes.
So that, fair to say, being a month behind would cause you to potentially lose critical pieces of evidence.
Yes.
Okay, and some of those pieces of evidence, fair to say, could be videos.
Correct.
Okay. Why would it be that you would be losing those videos?
So most video systems and every business is different. You got green light, you have businesses and people that have their own residential cameras or property cameras, and it'll vary. Some of them start overwriting in 48 hours, some of them is a week, some may last up to a month. It just depends on how large their system is and how much data it can hold.
See, so it just depends. Like, it's so many, like I said, some of these cheap places, they overwrite them probably within the 24 hours or less. So they didn't get no good footage here.
And is that a struggle that you encountered in this case?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, overwritten.
Where is it that you encountered that?
So there's several cameras and videos throughout the entire route of travel that later in the investigation we were able to identify. But as we identified those locations and went to see if video was still able to be there, it had already been overwritten or was not available.
See?
Now, I want to take you back. You did the search in Ypsilanti. Did you do any other searches kind of immediately at that time?
Yes.
Tell me about one of them. We're going to go through them, but start with one of them.
Okay. So after we didn't find anything in Ypsilanti, I kind of got to go backwards a little bit and go back to who we had known was the last contact with her, which was Mr. Butts. So we did a search warrant for his home. Later, I believe it was like later that night, 13th into the 14th, we had kind of worked all the way through. We did a search warrant to obtain his cell phone so we could try to do an extraction. We contacted the jail to look through his property. There was no cell phone in the property. We then ordered the jail calls.
So yeah, so they just went straight to the jail calls and found out where the phone was at, and it just basically went from there. Like, it's crazy because they already knew. Like I said, when they asking these questions, they already got the answers that they looking for. And so one of the things that I had said about King, I was like, why was he so willing to just go out there and grab, I mean, you know, to retrieve the phone like he told him to. But I also said that he wasn't listening when he told him because he didn't find the phone. And it was found right where Jarvis told him that it was at when he was on the call. And but shoot, honestly, I would have been like, dude, I ain't about to grab nothing. First of all, but maybe he just didn't say it. He didn't grab it. He said it wasn't there, but it was. And then they found out about, I mean, they went to the house. One of the things that stuck out to me there is the person whose house they said they went to. Her name is Angel. There's an Angel on the CPS reports. There's an Angel that what's her name? Shannon is on Facebook arguing with. January 27, 2021. Shannon wrote, "This bee been playing on my phone ever since Thanksgiving. I most definitely don't bring my business to Facebook. This bee gonna get jumped on." Okay, I can't say all these bad words, right? Her name is Angelita Spence, aka Hyena. I don't give no F's who run to my children's father and tell him. So is this the same Angel that he living with? and the crazy thing, she don't say her last name, but this same person is on. We gonna get to the CPS reports, but yeah, let's see.
To see if there was any conversations, anybody that he had talked to. We knew that he had turned himself in on February 7th. As we started to listen to those jail calls, there was a call where he had asked his shop partner, Cordell Wright, to retrieve a phone out of a vehicle. We then went and picked up Mr. Wright and brought him down to our headquarters to talk to him about the cell phone. He did confirm and he acknowledged the phone call. He said that vehicle came up there, was a Tahoe, Tashi's vehicle, Tashiana, and that he had looked in the back seat and tried to find where the phone was that Mr. Butts kind of described where he had hid it in this vehicle. He said that he was unable to locate it. So at that point, we then did a workup on Tashiana to find out where she lived, what type of vehicle she had. It matched the description that he kind of described. We did a search warrant for her home in an attempt to locate the cellular device and any other possible evidence that may help us and direct us to where ZIYAH is.
Okay, so I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. You started off with you went to do a search warrant at Mr. Butts' home.
Yes.
And would that be the one on Wilshire?
Yes.
Okay. And did you find anything at his house?
Yes.
And what is it that you found?
So from his home, we had recovered, there were some electronic devices. We recovered some phones, maybe a tablet, and we recovered his ID, wallet, and a firearm that was with his wallet. I believe there was 2 actual firearms, and then there was a long gun.
So that's what he was getting locked up for allegedly in the first place. And look, he just don't learn.
A rifle that was in the closet.
And did that search warrant include a vehicle?
Yes.
And what kind of vehicle did it include?
It included all vehicles that we believe may be associated. At that time, we impounded a Cadillac Escalade.
Now, you said at that point you knew that Mr. Butts had turned himself in to, is it the Wayne County Jail?
Yes,
And is that was back on February 7th of 2024?
correct.
And at that time, did you know how long he was serving a sentence for?
We had got information that he was possibly going to be there till December.
Okay. And that would be completely unrelated to, that sentence is completely unrelated to your investigation?
Yes.
Okay. And then you said that you had pulled some jail calls, and that's what led you to Cordell Wright.
Correct.
And that that jail call that you had listened to, that was previously admitted as People's Exhibit 1.
Yes.
Okay. And that led you to Tashiana Davis.
Correct.
And then you subsequently executed a search warrant at her house.
Correct.
And is that on Neck Street?
Yes.
Okay. And she had a vehicle there that matched the description that Cordell Wright had given you.
Yes.
Okay. And would that have been a Chevy Suburban?
Yes.
Okay. And then you subsequently searched that vehicle.
Yes.
And what is it that you found in that vehicle?
I found in that vehicle a iPhone 11, and it was in the exact area that Mr. Butts had described to his shop partner Cordell, where it would be located.
Okay. And that phone, okay, so ultimately, after you do that, what's the next step that you took?
Well, we had to identify that was the actual correct phone. It was in the right place, but we still needed to get it to our headquarters and download it. We had the phone there. We made a call to 911 from that phone in order to see what the identification number was to try to verify, so we weren't just taking random phones. It did come back to Jarvis Butts' phone number that we were looking for. The phone was then placed on evidence and taken to our base.
And what's the next thing that you did after that?
So after that, the phone now is getting processed under the search warrant.
Okay.
It is given to, was given to Detective Markle, where she processed that. We then continued, we had searched the residence on Wilshire. We had searched Neff. We also executed a search warrant at 9,000 Connor.
And what's
Wilshire and Connor.
9,000 Connor is the location that was identified that Jarvis Butts worked at.
So yeah, so remember they said that his phone had pinged at 9 o'clock at the residence. So that's the one. Also, that is the address that he used for the hotel, and because it was handwritten, the receipt or whatever. The check in and out was written. That's some old Motel 6 type ish, I guess. And he wrote that address, and he also was clocked there at 9 p.m. that day.
With his
On the
shop
night.
partner.
Okay. And did you find anything or anything at 9,000 Connor?
We did take some things as evidence. There was a lot of activity going on. So I had multiple different units from within our homicide squad assisting me with different search warrants that we were executing. I believe it was the Northeast squad actually executed the Connor location search warrant. They were advised of some
Welcome in,
items to
Sherry.
look for, obviously children's clothing. We had been given a description of a Rugrats jacket with a fur hood.
Okay, so notice she said Rugrats, and I had noticed in these pictures, like she has a jacket that says Nickelodeon, and then she has one that has. So I don't know if it's two different coats that she got. Is it a Rugrats and then a Nickelodeon? Because I think Shannon described it as like a 90s jacket or something weird. I don't know. But anyway, let me let it keep playing. I'm also putting some more stuff in here.
We were given the clothing description. At that time, we were told that the shoes were possibly blue and white Nike shoes that we had been looking for.
Yep. So they was told the wrong evidence. There's flyers to prove that. And you know, another thing that I was thinking as I'm showing these pictures of ZIYAH and when Shannon posted the missing stuff, notice this picture is there on the 11th of January, 2 days after she was missing. How'd she get that picture? Remember, she said she powered on that tablet right before the cop was coming to pick it up. Officer Gardner was coming to pick it up. She's like, my mom told me to plug it in. Her mom always telling her to do something. Or they always leaning on each other. So anyway, she claims that she plugged it in then. And, you know, because they got the same passwords and shared passwords and all this kind of stuff. Or, you know, ZIYAH used part of her password and all this. They use the same cell phones too. We got pictures of them using the same exact phone. So she knew everything that was going on in real time on top of that. And then on this flyer, it says the wrong shoe color. If it ain't that one, it's the black one. I think it's on that one though. I can't see it right now. But the reason I wanted to go over this to see, you know, what all they searched. Miss V, right, that's what I was wondering. Which part? Good question, because everyone describes a different coat. Yes, it definitely is. So, do I still have that one? I had a picture in here that, I think I can't pull that one up. But the one that she looks pregnant in that I've been showing, that one has Nickelodeon across the front. The problem is I don't know where did Rugrats, what channel was they on? Was they on Nickelodeon? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I guess I need to research cartoons. Okay, so Rugrats is Nickelodeon. Thank you. That's what I needed to know. Shout out to the Rooks for coming out the bushes. Shake the trees, Tracy. Thank you, Rooks. That's what I've been trying to figure out. I was just thinking I need to research. It's just a simple Google and I keep forgetting it. Okay. There we go. So the Rugrats is a part of Nickelodeon. It is the same thing. Hello, Miss V in chat and the bushes at work. Busy day. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Okay, BFF says yes. Man, is that the black hoodie they found, the one she has on in the picture? Now, I mean, so the black hoodie is just a hoodie. It's like a jacket. And then she had that coat over it, is what I'm assuming. So, I mean, because, yeah, she had a coat on when she was walking down the street. And I know that I was the main one saying, how the heck she get that ball cap over her hair? It did not look like a hood, but when I slowed it down and looked at it, and I could see, it was just distorted. So it did, like, once she passed a certain part where I could see the backpack on her back, it then looked like it was a hood on her head. So it was just bad. But the fact that they using it in court tells me that it was her. And it was on that day, right? They wouldn't be pulling up old footage or not in a trial like that. They would have told us it was old footage. But not only that, they actually, I don't remember the guy's name, but in his testimony, they literally put up the bottom of it so he could see what time it was, and it was 2:54. But I still believe that she got off the bus. She went home and then she proceeded to wherever she was going. Because if you go back to my previous live streams, if you haven't checked out my whole playlist, I would recommend you do that, because pretty much my live streams are a rollover from the other, and I'm covering a lot of stuff. And so I did a map out and went back to the footage and was looking at the fact that they blurred out that footage in 3 different spots, telling me that they was hiding something. Something was there they didn't want us to see. So in one part of that footage, you could clearly see that they edited it. When she was in the middle of the street, they clipped it, and then she popped back in. So to me, when she got off the bus, she probably was walking with some kids, maybe went that direction and came back. But I'm not sure, because I don't know if anybody. I remember hearing that somebody said that she walked the opposite direction when she got off the bus, but I am not certain if that was said. I haven't heard it during the trial, so that's the thing. But looking at that footage, though, y'all, it looks like they clipped it, because she went from the middle of the street to on the sidewalk in a jump, and so they blurring that stuff out for a reason. Her tablet got home, so that's why I was saying that alone. When I realized, I was like, wait a minute, how did her tablet get home? If she was at school taking a picture with it, how did they get this picture? Because the police, I don't know, they had just reported her missing on the 10th, and then this is the 11th. So it's like she couldn't post nothing about her being missing until they went and filed the missing reports and all of that. Why wouldn't you do that immediately if you was looking for somebody? But anyway, we already know. And then also, looking at these reports, I'm going to go over that in a minute. Let's get through this, because looking at those reports, it's just disturbing that he got so many different females to comply with his madness. One of his baby mamas he lived with her, and she would leave the kids with him, and one little girl was screaming and hollering, crying, please don't leave me with this food. And she probably still did at that moment. One of the kids got a whooping, Shannon's daughter, in 2022, but you didn't know nothing. That's why look, when they took those kids out the house, I'm telling y'all, that's when the real investigating start, because those kids they're going to feel safe to tell now. The case, this one case that I was covering, and it took a long time to get these adoptive parents, Orrin and Orson West, Classic and Sincere. They was adopted by Terrell West and Jacqueline West. It took a minute to get them. But once they took them kids out the house and they was able to question those children, their own children is the reason why they locked up. They knew that them kids disappeared and what they was told and all that kind of stuff. And, they said one thing when they was a couple years younger, and then they said something else different, but it stuck what they said, and they remember seeing them kids, and then they was gone. So once them kids are out of the house and they can be questioned and no longer intimidated by them, they gonna tell on them, I'm telling you. And they ass is going down. Ain't no way they gonna get away with this, because they knew, and it's proof that they knew that what his record was. We got Shannon saying that she knew. Okay, the grandmother knew too. That's why she was saying, oh, he don't come in the house, because she knew he wasn't supposed to be in the house. And CPS already been up and through their house, so they already knew. They can't say they didn't. Y'all willingly took those girls knowing his record. That shows that their involvement, period. So, yeah, they going down. I believe it.
There was an area in the shop, as I review the evidence, photos where there's like children's coloring books and maybe things that when the children are there that they're using.
Were any interviews besides the one with Cordell Wright taking place at this time?
So at that time I had interviewed, when we went to Wilshire, we had interviewed the woman that he lives with. I don't know if that's a fiance or girlfriend, but that was Miss Angel.
Miss Angel. Now notice she didn't say her whole name. But I don't believe in coincidence. I mean, but he could look Shannon on social media arguing with an angel, and he living with an angel. I forgot. I'm supposed to be pulling that up.
We interviewed her there. Tashiana was in the hospital when we had executed the search warrant at her house.
Now that's another thing that stands out to me. What's up with these women in the hospital messing around with Jarvis? Okay, I remember ZIYAH saying she was in the hospital when she texted him saying the menstrual was missed in September, and he asked when was the last time. She said last month when I was in the hospital. And I'm just like, I wonder what was she in the hospital for. Now I'm wondering what was Tashiana in the hospital for.
I had a conversation with her on the phone while we were there. Her children were there.
And also, it's a couple pictures that's suspect of her, of ZIYAH. I've seen bruises on her face, something on her lip. I actually pointed it out in one of my live streams. Then there was another picture I seen with bruises on her arms. And clearly she didn't think that she was pretty, but she was the prettiest thing in the house, okay? She was. Making her feel like crap.
I scheduled an interview for her later. I believe it might have been like the next day or two later that she came down to headquarters.
See, so everybody got interviewed. You know, she got out the hospital and got interviewed. When they asked her if they had asked her, if they had asked her permission, and she was like, no, they just took it. Yeah, her truck.
Interviewed Cordell at that time. And now we're just kind of going through everything that we had at that moment to try to take the next steps.
Okay. When about is Mr. Butts interviewed for the first time?
So he was interviewed. We got it, looked at it on the 12th, the 13th. We executed all the search warrants. On the 14th, Mr. Butts, I believe it was the 14th, he was brought down to.
So she believed it was the 14th or the 15th, but I think it was the 14th. I think I did see the 14th on the video because I got the 14th in my head as well. But as I was pointing out, that's what stands out to me with this is because the 11th is when they went down there putting them charges on somebody from November. They posted 3 flyers or Shannon, I'm gonna say, because it's her page. I'm looking at her her page. And then February 14th. So 2 dates that they went, something significant happened in the case is what I'm saying. I don't believe in coincidence. Very odd.
Headquarters or the 15th. I would have to look.
Okay. And that's okay. So it'd be just a couple days after you get the case.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on Mr. Butt's first interview, which your Detective Mays here to testify about, did you do anything based off of that interview?
So based on that interview, we had obtained the text now, which was turned over to us from DPS, which was the initial, I believe it was like maybe 1 week's worth of text now. So like the very end of December into the 1st of January. So
see, DPS did retrieve a text now, but they didn't go back far at all. But as the information that they did have, they could have proceeded. Wouldn't you think you would investigate who called her last? Like what? Yes, justice for ZIYAH was done in the dark. Is that what you said? And it comes to light. Yes, it does. Every time you just wait, it's coming to light. You can run, but you can't hide. You going down, baby. They going down. Ain't no way. Like, I've seen this already. When you thought that they was getting away with it, they ain't. God got the last answer, man. They gonna pay for what they did to this baby. They gonna pay. Because it's so sad because I see grown women. I literally was surfing And I seen this female literally blaming her. You know, and y'all seen the text messages, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, what is wrong with you? Are you slow? Like, come on, man. I know that the text messages was shocking and all of this, but when you combine everything, when you know that she told in 2022 and nothing was done, they wasn't taken. Even in the interview, even on Mark D's channel, when Shannon was talking, she even said ZIYAH wasn't protected. She let that literally came out of her mouth. Yeah, ZIYAH wasn't protected. She wasn't. Why? Let's get through this because I still got some stuff I wanted to do. We ain't supposed to be here to
So during that interview was when it was asked by Detective Mays and Detective Johnson regarding the text message about needing to be picked up.
Okay. Now,
needing to be picked up. So let's do a little segue to this. I had did this on the last live stream because literally, like I have pointed out, is that he told on himself. So stupid when he thought he was smart. Hold on. Yeah, I was supposed to pick them up at the grandmama house. First he said he didn't answer her. Then he said that, and it's like, tell us more, sir.
At that house, at that grandmother's house on Bedford.
So that's
I
one.
first picked them up at that house, at their grandmother's house on Bedford. Okay. From time to time, I had jobs with them, and I did tell them the day.
Let me see, because the location she didn't put at my grandma's house.
Yeah, it was supposed to be that because they got out of school at whatever time. I was waiting on my daughter to get out of school.
So that's
I
one.
first picked them up at that house, at their grandmother's house on Bedford.
Okay.
From time to time, I had jobs with them, and I did tell them the day.
Let me see, because the location she didn't put at my grandma's house.
Yeah, it was,
And she didn't, though. In no text message, she said that she was going to be there at 3, and if he wasn't there, she was going to wait. So if she was at home, she wouldn't have said she would wait. That's the part that didn't make sense to me. And she gets off the bus before 3 o'clock. The school is not that far from my understanding. So she will get home before 3. I think they said she would get on the bus at 2:40, and by 3:05 or something, she would be walking through the door or something like that. But that's coming from Shannon's mouth. But hold on, wait.
So right here on the day that I'm concerned with, this is right here.
don't forget to be there before. Yeah, that was when she sent it. I was supposed to pick them up that day, but I never responded.
Yeah.
Now y'all see, now he literally said this before the one that I just played. But you see that? This dude is stupid.
You know, the day that I'm concerned with, this is right here.
Don't forget to be there before. Yeah, that was when she sent it. I was supposed to pick them up that day, but I never responded.
Yeah.
But I did.
So then the next one, she responded.
If you send the message,
So I can delete your number.
no, I don't. Like I said, they sent me.
Hold on. Before you explain it, just look at the times exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And we in school. She in school. And then right here, she tells you to respond, okay. That's you. That's received.
I did receive.
So, and you said, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So those, like I said, those are the numbers they were sending me.
See? So 1 minute he said he didn't answer. No, I didn't answer. Yeah, you did. What'd I say? What a dumb dummy. Hold on, let me okay, let me keep this playing.
You know, can you estimate about how many search warrants did you execute?
Probably over 20. And throughout the entire, it has to be over 20.
And What kind of searches were done in this case in general?
So we searched as far as like land searches,
All kinds.
all kinds. Well, we searched Ypsilanti, as we did our workup and we're looking at different locations that Mr. Butts had been to. We identified an area out in Clinton Township that he had gone out to back and forth before. And that was an area that Shannon Harris, his child's mother, had lived at.
See, so one thing that I know about people like this guy, they always go back to familiar places. They always go back to where they used to live or where they used to frequent or whatever. But one thing that stands out to me is that, like, I remember this one guy that lives in Detroit. He went over there and he said that he seen a black backpack down there, but he said he wasn't gonna go and get it. And I know that ZIYAH had on a black backpack, and I didn't see it in the evidence or anything. So could that have been her backpack? But if it was that clear, that obvious to him, shouldn't they have seen it? But at the same time, some animal could have came and drug it somewhere in sight. I don't know, but I was just like, dude, go get the backpack. Shout out to everybody in the building. Miss Yogi, welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Talina, oh my God, same thing. I was livid with that so-called mama. She never deserved that baby girl. To me, those investigators were being too easy on the monster. Well, the reason it's all tactics. It's all game. Their job is to make them feel as comfortable as possible and make them feel like they talking to their friend. So they're not gonna like be all aggressive with them unless they just like done with them. You know what I'm saying? But when they trying to get information, they are gonna be nice to them. They are gonna make them feel like they best friend. You know what I'm saying? That's all game. That's how they do interrogations. I find it very interesting how they go about doing it. I be cracking up watching interrogations most of the time. It's very interesting to me because I'm like looking at them like how to spot a liar, because you know they lying, especially when you know. Let's see. Welcome in, June. Thank you for being here, and thank y'all for the 86 thumbs up, and thank you to the 82 people still in the building. Thank y'all for being here. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel, because when I'm looking at my analytics, I noticed that a lot of people are not subscribed to me. Miss Yogi, LOL, right? Like Terrence Howard from Hustle and Flow. All them slow women he had. He technically was one of... Dang, Rooks, how you just gonna cut it off like that? One of what? One of them? He was the biggest bee of the crew, for real. So rude and nasty. And he lame as hell. Let me put this video in here. That's what I was supposed to have been doing. Hold on.
So this was kind of like a route out there, and there was like a big retention pond out there. So that was another place that we had dive teams come out. We had the helicopter
Dive teams.
dogs, and we searched out in Clinton Township.
Helicopters.
As we started,
allegedly. I didn't hear sonar though. Did y'all hear sonar? I don't think I've heard sonar. Maybe she said it or gonna say it. We gonna have to listen for sonar. One thing I noticed, she said that the water, like it they had to check like 100 yards outside of the water, because as it rains and snows and stuff like that, the water like dump things out onto the land. Let's go back just a tad, because she was just talking about water.
So during that interview was when it was asked by Detective Mays and Detective Johnson regarding the text message about meeting to be picked up.
Okay. Now, if you know, can you estimate about how many search warrants did you execute?
Probably over 20. And throughout the entire, it has to be over 20.
And what kind of searches were done in this case in general?
So we searched as far as like land searches,
All kinds.
all kinds. Well, we searched Ypsilanti as we did our workup, and we're looking at different locations that Mr. Butts had been to. We identified an area out in Clinton Township that he had gone out to back and forth before. And that was an area that Shannon Harris, his child's mother, had lived at. So this was kind of like a route out there, and we located, there was like a big retention pond out there. So that was another place that we had dive teams come out. We had the helicopter, the cadaver dogs, and we searched out in Clinton Township. As we start breaking down the phone, mapping a little bit more on Mr. Butt's phone, it kind of led us to 7 Mile and Berg.
And what's out in 7 Mile and Berg?
So 7 Mile and Berg, there is a vacant parking lot on the southwest corner. It used to be a golf course. So the entire south side of 7 Mile from Berg and then heading back east used to be a golf course, which is now shut down. And then on the other side of Berg, there's a parking lot where it has like a vacant building, which used to be the clubhouse for the golf club. And then right behind that parking lot is the Rouge River.
And when's the first time that you get out to 7 Mile and Berg?
We went out once. It was probably maybe a couple weeks later that we went out there. We went out there once. I remember it had snowed. So when we went out there, it wasn't as easy to search. We're kind of looking if somebody was just placed out there or if something was easily identifiable. But because of the snow, we knew that we were going to have to come back again once that melted because it'd be easier to see underneath.
Okay. And so do you go out there again?
Yeah, we've been out there multiple times. I've probably been out there 7, 8 times, all with various dive teams. We searched the complete river from 8 Mile all the way down past 96 on foot with cadaver dogs, in boats, in the water.
Yeah, I hear that. Okay.
There's several log jams. We had state police actually had their helicopter fly the entire route so we could GPS all the log jams. We had to coordinate with specialized teams to come in to help cut these log jams apart, which go throughout the river. And then throughout the season, obviously we had some rain, so the water goes up and down, which now brings the debris onto the land. So you have to actually search the land a couple hundred feet. And some places that the water has pulled debris.
I didn't hear her say sonar. Okay, so what y'all looking at here is his teeth, one of them, and then this is the 2011 picture I was talking about. Look at this. This is the he shouldn't be in the vicinity of a bow tie. Okay, this is the angel lady that she was arguing with in 2021. That I'm assuming is the same angel who he lived with, but I don't know for a fact. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But it is the same dang old name. So I ain't just pulling nothing out the sky. But look at this, how every picture you see of him is him posing with the daughter. Look like they going to a daddy-daughter dance or something. She there in a little fur coat and and just the way that he's gesturing is like he a PIMP. Period. The way, look at his face when it comes. Look at that. Y'all, what is he saying right there? Better have my money. What are you saying, sir? And then even, I just look at, I see why he keep his mouth closed. Because all that's missing is cheese and a damn rat trap. Keep that mouth closed, brother. But yeah, so let this keep playing.
We searched the homes, as I said, searched the vehicles.
So when you're out there at 7 Mile and Berg, do you have an idea of what you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the idea of what you're looking for?
So initially when we were out there, again, we had the clothing description. We had the picture of her that she had sent that night or that day that she went missing on the 9th. So we were looking for the black hoodie. We were looking for, again, initially we were told blue and white gym shoes.
See, so yet again, another dagger in the case. Like, just, I mean, sending people on dummy missions for real. And even when she was walking down the street, it didn't look like, I mean, it looked like she had on, the shoes looked black and white. They didn't look red, black and white. And I literally put them together. They look so different. But anyway, the footage was a little distorted, but clearly they told them one thing and she had on something totally different. We got the flyer to prove that, you know, the stuff that she posted, which I just deleted that to put this other thing in here. But y'all seen what I have been rotating with the her sitting on a bus and all of that. It says on there the wrong description. And then we looking at the picture of her in school. Just crazy.
Now, is there a time where that changes?
Yes.
Okay, and what is it that makes that change?
So as we go out to areas and search, when we leave, a lot of times large community groups may go out there, right? And they saw that we were at 7 Berg, and I know people come out there to help. There was a group that had been out there and they were recording, and they saw a pair of Nike shoes, which were the red and black.
See? So one thing that I remember Mark saying is that Roxy was there. They told him to leave from where they was at because they didn't want him to mess up whatever they was doing. The police told him to move. Roxy called him. He went across where Roxy was at. She had found the shoe. They didn't know if it was ZIYAH's shoe because that wasn't a description. That wasn't what they was looking for. They left him out there. They called 911. They waited for the police to get there. They didn't come before they left. They didn't come. So they end up leaving. Some other guy on Instagram went out there after seeing Mark and them, because I think Mark also went live about it. And then somebody come behind him and went live, and he was on Instagram where Mark is not at. So people think that this guy that was on Instagram found the shoes, but he didn't. It was literally Mark and Roxy that found them first. But they hadn't been given a description of those shoes. 2 months, well, Mark said 2 months later he found out they was ZIYAH shoes by DNA. And then she's gonna tell us about Vari sending her the picture and all that.
We were alerted of those on our initial search. It's documented in our river search report. But because we weren't focused on the red and black, and we were looking for blue and white Nike shoes, we left them there, but we did GPS the coordinates.
So another throw off from the fam.
Stop you right there. That would have been Border Patrol Agent Wyatt Barnes.
Yes.
Okay, you heard his testimony.
Yes.
All right.
And that's the guy that's found it and posed the clothes and all that. Like I had mentioned the pink jumpsuit, the way that it was put, it was a jumpsuit. And so it's one piece. You pull it from the top and you just pull it down. I said it would have been nice if he would have kept the clothes like it was, took a picture before he ever touched it, so we could have got into the mind of the person that did it. Because what was he thinking? She was already unalive when they took him off. Because, I mean, you know, possibly that she was already unalive. Somebody took her clothes off for her. You don't usually roll your clothes down like a sock to take them off, you know, and leave your shoe in there. If you taking it off yourself, you're going to take your shoe off. So anyway, my point is, like, even though he didn't know what he was looking at, because that's what he said, he was like, I didn't even know it was going to be something significant until I put it out. Well, my thing is, wouldn't it make sense to have a policy procedure that you follow that says don't touch anything until you take a picture? Then you just know whether it's something or not. Take a picture the way it is, and then you move it. because the way they had them pictures, it clearly looked posed. It's the same thing with Jelani Day when they said them bored white girls found his clothes. They was balled up in between rocks, but they didn't take a picture of them like that. So I mean, that don't even make sense to me. That's tampering with damn evidence.
Continue.
Yeah. So on our initial search, we knew they were out there. The pink hoodie was identified, but we didn't collect them because, again, we didn't have anything about a pink hoodie or a pink onesie, and the shoes weren't matching. And there's a lot of clothing out there. There's a lot of shoes out there. There's people's
Thank y'all
clothes.
for the 94
There's
thumbs up.
all type of debris. So I can't collect every single piece of clothing and article that we find. Later.
Oh, let me see what y'all saying. Because, I mean, what do y'all think about that? Don't y'all feel like they shouldn't touch the clothes? I got kicked out of my own dang on house. And when that happened, it kicks everything out. What do you think about this pic on my profile pic? What? Welcome in, old boy. Thank you for coming through. Hold on, let me pull this back up. Who's on your profile picture? No, they shouldn't touch the clock. I agree, Miss V. Don't touch nothing. It just don't even make sense. Like, that's wild. Now, if you the one doing the crime, and if you move something, they'll get you for tampering with evidence. I mean, golly, it just don't make sense. I get what they saying about is so many clothes out there, and they pretty much like judging the weather and the time that they're looking for stuff. So they looking for fairly new stuff because she's only been missing for this length of time. So certain things they not gonna mess with. But if you see something is fresh and if you know you're gonna touch it, take a dang on picture. If it ends up being nothing, discard the picture. It ain't that hard. That's the baby with those shoes and what looks like one of what outfit that was found as her clothing. I can't let me look on my phone because let's see. I'm gonna let this play while I do that. Shout out to 755 in the building.
I get the information that as the search team is out there, they had called 911 because they saw these shoes. And they posted a picture of these shoes somewhere or sent it to ZIYAH's.
They called 911 because they found the shoes. Is that what she just said? So that tell y'all right there that somebody else found the shoes. I'm only saying that because it's people literally like going off about this, telling it was a whole TikTok video. They was arguing and they was telling Roxy she was lying, and I mean they was going in, and I'm like, but it's true. People just be wanting to argue.
Because again, we didn't have anything about a pink hoodie or a pink onesie, and the shoes weren't matching. And there's a lot of clothing out there. There's a lot of shoes out there. There's people's clothes. There's all type of debris. So I can't collect every single piece of clothing and article that we find. Later, I get the information that as the search team is out there, they had called 911 because they saw these shoes. And they posted a picture of these shoes somewhere or sent.
As the search team was out there, they called 911. That was Martin.
It to ZIYAH's brother. ZIYAH's brother then reached out to me and he sent me a picture of ZIYAH wearing the black and white Nike shoes.
Okay.
Once I saw she had the exact same shoes on that are depicted, that were described out there, I knew immediately where to go. I gathered a couple members of my team and we immediately went back out to where the shoes were GPS located and recovered the shoes. As we were there, that's when we found the black hoodie and then the pink jumpsuit that had been laid out by Agent Wyatt.
Agent Wyatt should be fired. Okay. I don't know why I don't see old boy on my phone. That's weird. What's worse than a Motel 6? Yeah. What's worse than a Motel 6? A Motel 6.
Okay. Now, as it relates to those red and black Nike shoes, you had a photo that they were associated with ZIYAH in some way. Did you ever end up asking Annette to see if those shoes were still in ZIYAH's possessions?
Yes.
Okay. And did you ever end up recovering those pairs from Annette?
No.
Now, what they should have asked Annette is, did they have the blue and white Nikes there? Or was both of them gone? Because why the hell did they say blue and white in the first place? Yeah, people just want to talk and don't want to listen to facts of the case. Right. They acted as if the detectives did nothing, no dogs or anything. Yeah, they actually did some stuff. But I'm still waiting to hear about the sonar equipment that I ain't heard yet that was put in the water, but maybe, but this would have been the time because she's telling us about all the evidence and stuff like that. So, LOL, I don't want to know what's worse than a Motel 6. A Motel 6. Like, oh, I know, a red roof. Is the red roof is that a motel though? Miss V, my doctor said, keep up the awesome work. We need more people like you keeping this wait, hold on now. I'm just getting distracted with all this stuff. We need more people like you keeping this out of in this open, and men like butts under the prison. Tell your doctor thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Tell her please subscribe and hit the like button. Or him, because you said doctor. You didn't say if it was a male or female. The budget in, I'ma said. RQ? Are you? What that? I don't know what that means. Okay, let's hold on. Take picture before moving anything. Yep. Exactly. And then move with gloves if needed. Exactly. He could use a stick or something. I mean, to sit up there and totally open the clothes and pose them on a branch, hang them on a little, that's just crazy to me. That's wild. I don't get it, but we here way longer than I was supposed to. But this is necessary.
After you recovered the pink jumpsuit, the black hoodie, the shoes.
Oh, that's right. I stopped it because I was going to play a little piece of God dang it, her brother's video. Vari. I forgot his name. Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe and press. Thank you for sharing me. Thank you for sharing me. Thank you for sharing me. For sharing me. For sharing me. For sharing me. Thank you for sharing me.
I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped him in his shit. They say who you do it for, I say I do this for my sis. Gotta watch out for the twins, yeah they think that they slick, but I'm quick. I'll scramble some shit up, got me feeling like I'm Vic. How the fuck did your baby daddy take away lil' sis? I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped him in his shit. They say.
So notice the female that did the interview was right there in the video with him. What I was questioning him, and I noticed that they talked about that during that first interview. oh, we gotta I do a verse with you or something like that. So they in front of the shop or whatever. We gotta finish this part.
What do you do with them?
Those are all, well, the evidence techs collect them. They're placed on evidence. Those items were wet, so I had to wait, obviously, for them to dry. Once they're ready to be processed and they're finished drying, then I create a lab report. And items are selected and turned over to the state police lab for processing to look for any type of DNA evidence.
Okay, so once those are placed on evidence by the lab tech, you're the one who then submits them to Michigan State Police?
Yes.
Okay.
There may be some of the lab reports where I had gathered the evidence and one of my partners had gone down and physically took the items to the lab, which is all in the same building.
Okay. Now, I believe you said at least one time when you were out at 7 Mile and Berg that it had been snowing. Were you at all, I guess, familiar with kind of the weather back? Let's start with back in January 9th.
Yeah, so I searched it. There's a weather site where you can search the dates in the cities and what the weather was like. On the 9th into the 10th, it had rained here. If you remember, we had a very mild winter. In 2024, the January months, we had a lot of rain that month, which would have caused, the water levels to rise.
Now, is there, did you interview a Tijuana boss?
Yes.
Tell me how that came about.
Tijuana actually reached out to me. Shannon Harris had reached out to me. She had a conversation with Tijuana. She asked if it was okay for her to give her my phone number. I told her that was fine. She gave me a call. She said that she was the sister of Jarvis Butts and that she was concerned that she may have seen ZIYAH but wasn't sure on the date and if she could come down and talk.
Okay, and that's all what she had testified to that you had heard?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you also heard that she had given Detroit police consent to look at her phone locations and perform a phone extraction.
Yes.
And that Detective Sarah Marco is actually the one who performed that extraction.
Yes.
Okay. Did you yourself look at the phone location data that was on Tijuana's phone?
Yeah, so even before we extracted the phone, when she was in there in the interview, she had given me consent to look at her phone. She wasn't quite sure how to get to the locations. She had Google on her phone. So we went to the Google Maps, went to her timeline, and then specifically clicked on January 9th to see if it showed her route. When we got to the January 9th date, it was confirmed that that is the date that she was at 9,000 Connor. That helped us with the timeline of when she was there compared to when we know Mr. Butts left that location to head out to Ypsilanti on the 9th.
And
okay, yep, and then I actually have a video where I used a testimony and did a timeline through video to track pretty much what she has said. And let me go. Also, if you check out my shorts, you will see little things that you might have missed. I'm taking out certain points that I want to focus on or whatnot. And the sister's time, the sister said that she was there 4 p.m. She arrived there about 4 p.m., give or take. And she left the shop about 6:30 p.m. But the actual time that she arrived was 3:45 p.m. and departure was 5:16. And so she would have been the last car that they needed to fix. And it wouldn't have been no reason for them to wait there until 7:30. Like King said, they left at 7:30. They wouldn't have made it back. We already been through all that. There's no way they would have made it back.
Where does it say that Ms. Butts was from 3:45 p.m. to 5:16 p.m.?
It gives the location described as down here. It says Sickle, and it gives the address of 9,000 Connor Street, Detroit, Michigan 48213.
Where is it that you think you saw ZIYAH? stop on Harbor Encounters. Do you recall about what time did you go to Jarvis's shop that day? About 4 p.m., give or take a few minutes. Okay, and about what time did you leave? Somewhere between 6 and 6:30.
Okay, and dang. Oh, and then King, I just forgot about his little part. Let me go back to his part because he literally said they left at 7:30. Hold on.
Where does it say that you guys said?
Maybe around 9 o'clock.
Between 6 and 6:30.
Just got there maybe around 9 o'clock.
Now he was saying, I thought he was saying the Jaguar got there about 9 o'clock, but I think he was saying he got there about 9 o'clock because in the auntie's testimony, she said that the vehicle had been there maybe 4 days prior to them fixing it. So in one of my previous live streams, I have focused in on that part, and I was like, if her car was there 4-5 days prior, why did they wait until the 9th to do it? Why did they pick that particular day? And I was like, that's because they knew they was going to be going far distances and they wanted to have a reason to do it.
I assessed the Jaguar. Jarvis left moment.
You guys finished the Jaguar and there's a leave?
Probably around 7:30, somewhere around there.
See? She said, so you guys finished the Jaguar and headed out? Yeah, around 7:30. How? How, sir? And it take you 30, 40 minutes to get there and 30, 40 minutes to get back. And you was out there for a whole hour. Like, there's just no way you would have made it back. You're just not going to make it back in time. Let's see what else I got in here.
Could things have maybe moved forward a little faster if the school police had got with Detroit police right away?
Yes.
Can you talk a little more about?
No, I better not. I have strong opinions there. We are going to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she's dead, as we must do by law.
Why?
Because no one's seen her, no friends, no family, no teachers, no medical conditions. Even on her birthday, 10 days ago, she contacted no one. This was a child that never missed school, but the school hasn't seen or heard from.
There's the picture of her in her shoes.
This is a young girl who was very active on social media, and crickets, nothing, since January the 9th of 2024.
Anything from the defendant?
And we have other things, too, that will come out in court.
Could things have...
So we can't wait till it come out in court. But y'all see her shoes on that thing. It didn't look like red, black, and white. And I got them right next to each other. It clearly don't look like the same shoe. Clearly. Okay, so now I want to go over some of these CPS reports.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass. Nanny boo boo.
Yes, in advance. In advance. He already locked up. Bubba and them got him. You know what I'm saying? We seen how he was moving in the courtroom. His butts was on fire, possibly. I don't know, but it definitely looked like it. Okay, so let's go. I'm not putting these up, y'all, because they're bad. Okay, I'm not even gonna do it. Now, where did I put them at? Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. Boy, I tell you, hold on. I'm going to just read through this stuff because it's a lot. Here we go. Please take this time to smack that thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. So the first thing that I'm looking at, this, hold on, because this one, I think this say 2010. Hold on, let's see. God dang it, wait, okay. Oh shoot. So I do know that he has a baby mama named Lucretia Bryant. But that's not the one I was trying to look at first. Hold on. So Lucretia Bryant is actually from 2015. We got one 4/13/2022. We got one we got one 5/29/2018. (7/14/2015). That's the one. Okay. All right, let's start here. So this one is July 14, 2015 at 8:41 p.m. to be exact. And this says, this, first of all, these are public documents that I have retrieved from public social media. Okay, I just want to point that out first of all. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, it says Lucretia Bryant is the mother of a 4-year-old girl, a 14-year-old boy. I'm looking at names, but I'm not gonna say them. A 16-year-old girl and an 18-year-old boy. Lucretia boyfriend Butts also, he lives in the house. The only children that are in the house with Lucretia are the 2 younger ones, 4 years old and 14 years old. And I guess the 16 and 18-year-old is in juvenile detention at the time of this. About 2 or 3 months ago, it was discovered that Jarvis was in jail because of SA, a minor. Okay. Lucretia has been making, hold on, god dang it, because it's all choppy, y'all. So it's like I could see the beginning on one and then the ending on another page. It's stupid. But hold on. Let me just read this. Y'all heard what I read before, right? Okay. So 2 or 3 months ago, it was discovered that Jarvis was in jail for doing this already. It said, and then it says, was screaming and hollering to take her. It was unknown why the little girl did not want to be alone with him, Jarvis. Lucretia is into drug use. Lucretia uses Narcos for pain, and she uses muscle relaxers. So Lucretia will stop talking mid-sentence and fall a damn sleep. Okay, hold on. Let me get to this. This one is a little bit longer. Boy, listen. Okay, let's try this again. Lucretia has 2 sons who are currently in juvenile detention that are in the home with Lucretia, and so the two younger ones. Months ago, it was discovered that Jarvis had been in jail with the minor incident. Lucretia has been making sure not to leave her daughter alone with Jarvis. One time when picking up Lucretia, the little girl was screaming and hollering for her to take her. It wasn't known why she did not want to stay with Jarvis. Again, Lucretia, she passed out mid-sentence because, she on them things. She would mid-sentence doze off like a oh my God, I can't say all these names, but the heroine. That's how it's spelled, heroine type high. So Lucretia has a prescription for the pills, and sometimes she got a prescription, and sometimes she will get them off the street. But somebody reported her because she leaves her children with him. So anyway, this was reported 7/14/2015 2015 at 8:42, pointing out that Shannon's daughter was born in 2013. So this is after he served a sentence for this, you know, just absolutely ridiculous. And then, hold on, which one is this? This one is old Shannon. Okay, we gonna read this. This was 4/13/2022. This is the one that Jernell and Kiwana was involved in. So this was reported 4/13/2022 at 4:22 p.m. Wow, all them 2s and 4s. So it was reported 4/2022 at 4/2022. Like, what? Now, I was saying too many 4s and 2s. Like, what? And then it's a 13. Why am I paying attention to numbers? Like, I don't usually do this, but that 13 definitely stand out too. Okay. Anyway, Shannon is the mother of, at the time, her oldest was 8 years old. There was a 5-year-old. These are all of her children that I'm calling the age. 8 years old was the oldest. Then we have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 6-month-old in 2022. Okay. Jarvis is the father of the oldest and lives outside of the home. ZIYAH is the niece of Shannon and lives outside of the home. There was an incident at a birthday party. One of the children that attended the party accused Jarvis of SA. ZIYAH and the oldest child of Shannon reported that he touched both, as well as Jarvis touched, God dang it, his oldest. Goodness, it's hard to say this stuff. Because anyway, yeah, he touched her in an inappropriate area, in a wrong area. And it was painful. And it was never reported. This was never reported. Jarvis is a SA offender and a felon. The oldest child of Shannon is sending pictures of herself on Instagram at the order of the person on the damn phone. She was asked to send pictures of things that she shouldn't be doing. Things that she shouldn't even be thinking about. So that is really fucked up. I mean, this is really put me in a spot. Okay? What a piece of shit. We know this, but it's hard. It's hard to read. Your own child. God damn, and your stupid ass mama just keep on sending them. That is just sick. I want to kick his ass right now. Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe and press that notification.
I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped him in his shit. They say, who you do it for? I say, I do this for my sister. Gotta watch out for the twins, yeah, they think that they slick, but I'm quick. I'll scramble some shit up, got me feeling like I'm Vic. How the fuck did your baby daddy take away little sis? I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped him in.
Man, this hard, y'all, but y'all get the picture. This bastard asked her to send pictures. And Shannon whooped her instead of talking to her. She whooped her instead of talking to her. And she also didn't report it to law enforcement. Ugh! Hold on, y'all. We back, y'all. We back. My bad. Thank y'all so much for staying here. This is not easy. It ain't. If anybody want to call in, that would be great. Whew. BFF. Exactly. It don't make no damn sense. Let me turn this music down. Yeah, call in, y'all. Let me turn this down. Whew, that was hard. That was hard. And sometime I'm a crybaby. Sometime. It is, man. I mean, your father is supposed to be the one to show you how a man is really supposed to treat you. And this bastard didn't care about none of them, not even his own. And it's horrible that these, man, I mean, it's hard. Horrible that the people that's supposed to protect you feed you to the lion's den, the belly of the beast. I will never understand that. Never. I don't even know how they can call themselves a mother. Just reading those man, the CPS stuff, to know that you told this is so when I'm hearing grown people say, did you see them text messages and how she was the one, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have a choice because they did tell and they did nothing. They got in trouble. So that right there, it breaks my heart because they ain't shit for that. And then let's see. And then we got Marquita posting update, she's been spotted at the gas stations and liquor stores on Mac and East Warren. Then we got Shannon. Well, this is old though. She had put keep my name out your mouth. So Shannon, she frequently argues with females about him. So she's saying that, but let me make sure I got through all the reports because it's another one by the Angel person. Okay, so and this is not, hold on. This ain't full either, but I read what I got. It says Angel and Jarvis are the parents of a 1-year-old child. Angel is also the mother of a 9-year-old child. And Jarvis is on the SOR, and Angel leaves him alone. Yeah, she leaves him alone with children. He is not supposed to be around children or have contact. And it is unknown if he essayed or, acted inappropriate with them yet. But they was reporting that. And it looked like that might say, it's cut off, but I'm looking at the bottom. And it might say 2018 or something like that. But shoot. Let me see what y'all saying. We've been here longer than I wanted to because I was gonna go over some other stuff, but I'm about to end it. And then we gonna come back because yeah. We already at 2 hours. Let me see what y'all saying. But always know that y'all can call in case if I miss what you saying. I want to know what everybody has to say and what they think, but it's hard for me to read the comments because I'm trying to get the information out. How can you say you never came in the house, but you still let him pick them up? The girls don't pick up the girls. It don't make sense. And then the father, when he had called in, he said that matter of fact, let me go to that. Let me go to that because his part ain't that long. Let's see. I think I got it pretty much mapped out. And now I'm getting hot too. Give me a second, y'all. Thank y'all for the 112 thumbs up. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, if you want to call in, you can call in and give your input before I start playing these videos because I'm going to be playing it on this phone. Let me see. Because I know everybody got strong feelings about this case. It has captured all of our hearts. And it's just hard for me to read something like that, and hold on, let me do this. Okay, so
you see what I'm saying? For one, me and my wife was together. We wasn't married. And
that's what's so weird. Me and my wife was together, but we wasn't married. Hold on. People be calling they women wives and they ain't even married them yet.
What's happening, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, so I want to just keep this about my daughter, but you got these old hurt women out here that don't understand nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so on this one, the father is kind of going. He's gonna be going after Roxy on this phone call. Like he got a problem with her, and he just came in kind of swinging a little bit. So you heard what he just said.
One, me and my wife was together. We wasn't married, and they don't know if we was. They don't know the situation, and so the clown don't know that I was paying child support. The mother got into some trouble with the grandmother.
I just want to stop and say child support is not what a child need. Kids really would rather have your time. Okay, BFF. Yeah, they would rather have your time than a bunch of money and garbage. Like they need to be shown love and all that. But when some fathers think when they paying child support, that's all they need to do.
We signed over the rights to the grandmother. We signed the rights over to the grandmother so she could take care of ZIYAH. I was going over there. Her family know I was going over there. I was taking money. I was doing everything. And I put myself on child support. I had a heart problem. Lost contact. I was in the hospital recently for my heart. That's how the police contacted me again. That's how I got back in and found out where they were.
Okay, so this particular one is the exact date, February 28th, 2024.
And since I got out, I've been out day and night, flyers and everything.
And I do want to say, may God rest his soul. This man is passed away now. He was very ill at this time for years and all that stuff. I think he had congestive heart failure and some things going on like that. So he is no longer with us, but this is what he had going on.
So these clowns, yeah, you know I've been out there, bro. And it's upsetting me because I'm trying to keep this focus on finding my baby. And so they can't tell me what I have and what I ain't been doing with their old rusty self. I can't stand when people do that stuff when you're trying to be honest. I can't stand it, man. That old foul ass mouth. She don't know what she's talking about.
I'm sorry. Let me. I'm gonna say this because I think what you're getting back is the frustration and the anger from the community.
Welcome in, Maybelline's World. Thank you for coming in. How you been?
Because
thank you for finding the like button. Yes, double tap the screen or hit the 3 dots. Thank you, Nightbot, for telling everybody how to smack that thumbs up.
I do believe that I believe in forgiveness, but this too also in the eye of God, as well, because ZIYAH comes from you. You're facing those demons, and it's not for us to judge you. It's not, because that's between you and God. But what you're getting back is from the community, because when you don't step up as a
that's weird, right, Eula? Daddy, I got one dad.
Father, sir, then the community has to. And
well, what I'm saying, y'all keep saying I didn't step up. I was there. I was never not there. Only time I wasn't there because her grandmother kept popping her butt around because she on some other stuff.
Okay. Now listen at what he said. He was always there. I mean, no, you wasn't. And then when they go on to ask how long has it been and all this, like, dude, he said something like 4 or 5 years since he seen her. Then he was like, before that, he was very sick for years and he didn't even have his phone and all this, but he talking about he was always there. Define always, sir. Well, never mind. We listening though.
I couldn't find her. She went missing. Other than that, I was over there.
Who went missing?
I was over there.
Who went missing?
The grandmother was going MIA. Man, she jumped around for so many houses over there on the east side. I'm telling you, she was moving around. Ask her family. Ask her family.
This is her family.
It wasn't easy keeping up with them.
This is her family. This is Roxy. This is her family.
Right. I know who Roxy. I seen Roxy, but I was on the phone with the auntie and the next sister. They know what's going on. They was with Chantel. I don't even know who Roxy is. No disrespect. There's a lot of their family members I don't know. That's fine. You know what? That's fine.
I don't know you either.
Yeah.
Well,
and the only reason I answer any questions at first because people, y'all, even Mark, you said people want to know who you are. I'm gonna ask you these few questions, and then we're gonna talk about your daughter. I said, fine, man. I ain't got nothing to hide. And now it's just like, oh, he's a deadbeat dead. Y'all, I was never. You keep on saying all this stuff. I was never a deadbeat dead.
Well, Mark didn't say that, love. Mark never called you. Mark, listen,
I'm not saying he said I was. I'm not saying he said I was a deadbeat dead.
But the people.
Mark gave me an opportunity to. He gave me an opportunity to speak, and he said they wanted to know who I was, and I said I don't have anything to hide. I will answer the question.
And we thank you for that. Thank you for your honesty and your transparency. And it's not to beat up on you again. This is just emotion from the community. Because I know you said that you were there and you paid child support, but child support doesn't make up for the presence.
For the time being over there, I was over there. What part of people ain't listening? I was over there. I was going over there. I went over there.
How much were you over there?
I was over there. I went and seen my baby.
To go drop off money over there, to go drop off
more money, clothes, whatever, bike, whatever it was. I was helping and that needed, like I would go over there, something wrong on the house. I might fix this while I was over there. She had so many houses she was at.
Okay, so
she might have needed some money.
Time did you actually spend with you and your daughter one-on-one? What was that time like?
Roxy, get off the phone, man. I'm not even talking to you.
No.
You know what? Because you irritate me. I don't even know you.
Okay.
You asking me questions.
Okay.
Was that a valid question or not? Let me know.
No, I'm just tired of trying to pull my teeth, and I already told y'all. The lady was even squatting in some homes. I went over there and helped fix up.
She was squatting in some homes he helped fix up.
Talk to her other family members, the ones that we know that was there. The ones that did the interview.
I'm trying to get clarity. I'm not trying to, if it seems like I'm trying to put you on
the ones that did the interviews. There's other people that know. There's other people that know me that I've been over there. I helped them move. I've always helped that family out.
So
always.
I guess back to one of the questions that I asked you, original call, so when you was over there, how much did you know about what was going on over there as far as, I guess I want to say the abuse or?
It was, right. It was never nothing like that. She was a God-fearing woman. She didn't have the adoption of all the kids. She didn't have that. It was just my daughter.
You seen the chain on the refrigerator?
She is the daughter of Lucifer. We heard the morning prayer and routine.
Like you ain't never been in the house?
It was nothing like that. No chains on the refrigerator, none of that. It was all this stuff is just new to me when I got out the hospital this time. None of that revealed, none of that.
Well, before ZIYAH came up missing, when was the last time that you saw her?
But I got my operation back. I had my operation years ago. All right. I couldn't walk after the operation. I had to go to rehab. There was no communication. When I got out of rehab, it was no phone, no nothing. When I got out of rehab, I went back on, I believe they stayed on Corville. I went on Corville, it was nobody there. Nobody know where they moved to. People don't, that's.
Okay, notice he said years. I'm just saying it had been years. But before that, he said he was always there. He was always there. Like, what?
One thing about these phones that make you lazy to where you don't write nothing down. You see, I didn't have any other numbers. I couldn't get in contact with anybody.
Shout out to Maybelline for, she says, showing love for my absence. Welcome back, Maybelline. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you donating. The first donation of the stream. Thank you so much. Shoot, I appreciate that. We do have a goal of 10, but I always be forgetting to talk about it. But thank you. Hold on. Where's my little... Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. We got to show some love for the super sticker. Shout out to Maybelline. Let's go. Thank you.
So I think like 4 or 5 years might have passed until now.
Okay. So it was some time since your hospitalizations.
4 or 5 years. Like, I mean, when we talking about a child here, you can't. Anyway, the man is deceased. May God rest his soul. But see, what I don't get too, he had already said that they agreed to, give her to the grandmother. So which one are you gonna be? Are you gonna be in her life or not in her life? Was it just about the money or not about the money? Because the grandmother was like, hey, we gonna do this the right way. We gonna do it. I'm gonna get all the benefits, all that.
It's the last time you saw her. So maybe probably 6 months, 8 months.
Since I've seen her?
Yes.
No. It was about 4 or 5 years since I've seen her.
Now she said 6, 8 months. She was giving the benefit of the doubt. Roxy over there putting her coat on with a grin on her face. Yeah. Like, what?
Okay, I'm sorry. My apologies. 4 or 5 years. Okay. And you didn't know at all where she lived at, or you didn't have a contact for Miss Annette during that time?
Glad you liked it.
No, I didn't. No. Oh, this deal was so damn funny. Somebody.
Well, I'm gonna say I apologize if this has rubbed you the wrong way, and that's
no, you ain't. You know what?
Welcome in, Melinda. Oh shoot! Shout out to the Rooks for sending me a nice little. Shoot, shout out to Rooks for sending me a Cash App. Thank you, Rooks. I'm so surprised I heard that too. I was literally looking at it. Shout out to the Rooks for donating to the channel. Number 2. Thank y'all so much. I'm looking for my nice little. Let's go. Shout out to kicking it. Shout out to kicking it with the Rooks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. Let's go. Shout out to you. Let's go. Okay. Thank you, Rooks. Dang, I lost my Hold on, let me find the video. Oh, there it is.
You ain't got to even apologize.
This is the thing about the opinions of the public, and we cannot control them. And I do believe that everybody has a right to feel how they feel. This is a very emotional driven situation, an emotional case. And like I said,
welcome in, Melinda. If I didn't say that, I put your comment up to speak. Welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here. And please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not. Welcome in, Charlene Hill. How you been? You welcome. You know I love it here. Love me some Miss V. Love you more. Y'all definitely go check out my beautiful moderator. She has a channel, and she has a fun channel. Her and her husband and her kids and stuff. So check her out. Pretty comical, real cool, nice vibe. Thank y'all so much.
Or I do believe in forgiveness. I'm a God-fearing person, and if God can forgive, then we should be able to forgive. And I understand that you had this, I'm sure, conversation with God. Mm-hmm. But this is just now getting out.
Right, but you keep on saying forgive. I don't care if anybody forgives me. I just want to tell a story.
That man, he was mad that time. He wasn't that mean when he called in before. I mean, I don't think he was mean at all. But I think it was a call that maybe came in before that, or somebody in a chat. He was also irritated with Roxy, and she wasn't even being mean. Oh boy, I hate to say it, but I think that pregnancy that resulted in ZIYAH was from a transactional meetup. ZIYAH was chosen to break the cycle. I truly feel that. Yeah, you know, when they say God don't make no mistakes, and there's always got to be something great that come out of such a tragic thing. And I do believe that behind this, a lot of other people will be saved, and probably, I mean, have been the people that's speaking up, the other kids in the house that don't have to deal with it anymore, the future kids that he ain't met yet, the future females that he only going after for the kids, even having his own kids for this purpose. Like, yes, she saved a lot of people. She absolutely did. Only One Me. Shout out to Only One Me. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate y'all helping me reach my goal today, baby. I appreciate it. But shoot, let's see. Let's see. Where we at? We gonna go with this one again. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What we on, number 4? 3 or 4? Hold on. Y'all doing me good today. We got the good thumbs up going on too. We got a good crowd today. Thank y'all. So that's number 3. I appreciate it. Please make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you have not. And thank you for your thumbs up. What y'all think about the father so far? You know, he seems to think that he been there, and he hasn't, you know. Wait a minute. Sleuth Nation reached that goal, sis. Shout out to 755 Media. Now, y'all should know her because I played a song that her and Shandy Cheek made for me at the end of every video. And that's that Make This Go Viral, baby. You hear that in the beginning. That video just hit over 7,000 so far. It might be more than that, 755. It is moving. So thank you so much, Big Cuz. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her too. And also 755 and the Rooks, drop y'all link so y'all can actually go check out their channel. They are both super dope. 2 of my favorite creators. They are both awesome, y'all. So check them out. Real spill. Shout out to you. Let's go. 755. Thank you so much. Shout out to all y'all. Thank y'all for helping me reach my goal.
I could go on with my life. Because I know what's going on. I don't have to sit on no damn panel.
Right, and
I ain't got to keep on doing all that. I ain't got to go back and forth.
Right, but I think you.
I ain't worried about nobody at all.
Shoot! Shout out to Kicking It with the Rook. She said I'm gonna come through on the super sticker too. She said let's keep them coming. Miss V be working hard, man. What? Yes, I do, and I felt bad taking these 4 days, 3 or 4 days off. I haven't been live. So thank you so much. This is my second live today, y'all. So she ain't lying. I definitely put in that work on this knowledge and information because that's what we selling, baby. Facts over here. Thank you so much, Rooks. Shoot, I'm gonna need to make me some more. But we gonna double up on it. Some people play the same one, so I'm good, right? I'm good. Shout out to Kicking It with the Rooks. Once again, thank you. Let's go. Welcome to the winning team. Buckle up, baby. Let's win it, baby. Shout out to the winning team. Nation. Welcome to the winning team. Buckle y'all that.
And then I have to ask you, sir.
I just want to find my baby.
Right, but if you're not worried, then why did you call in? Why did
why?
Right,
because these people don't know. Because people don't know. She running her bubblegum mouth. She don't know.
Do you care?
And see, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm asking.
You bringing up questions like this is Ricky Lake or something.
It's not. But I'm
telling
asking
you exactly what it is.
But I'm asking you. Do you care, sir? What other people think? Do you really care? That's all I'm trying to tell you. Why does it matter?
I said about your forgiveness. I said about your forgiveness.
But it's not for me.
You keep on telling me you can forgive. You're not God. I don't care if you can forgive or not.
Okay, but what I'm telling you,
I don't care.
This is what I think.
But you wasting time telling me about what you can forgive. I don't care about you forgiving.
Okay, no. I just want to say
I just want to find my daughter.
And I understand, but I think you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is not just to you, but for did he hang up? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, there you have it. Right. There you have it. Someone said that we're misinterpreting his word.
What did y'all think about the father? Do y'all think that he was being rude or what? Was he, was they being mean to him? I don't know why he was like that. He didn't have no right to be like that. Thank you for dropping my Cash App. Her Cash App. Oh, somebody asked for my Cash App? What? Oh, shoot. Thank you, Donella. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot. Cash App, I get it today. Thank y'all. I appreciate all the love. Let me know what y'all think about what the father had to say. They weren't being mean to him at all. I kind of forgot what it seemed like he was definitely irritated with Roxy. He definitely didn't want to hear nothing Roxy had to say. I think he was also watching the screen because she was actually laughing. Wait a minute, is that another one? We got another one. Shout out to Only One Me. Wait a minute, and is this your first time here? I think so. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shoot, man. Only One Me. Shout out to you. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Shoot, where we at? Is the gold thing over yet? Oh no, I set it for 3 hours. So we got, hold on, let me look. We have 5 Thank y'all so much. So shout out to Maybelline for jumping it off. Shout out to Only One Me. Shout out to 755. Shout out to Kicking It with the Rooks. And shout out to Only One Me. Thank y'all so much. Y'all rock. Yes. And hold on. Let me throw her back up here while we continue to listen to this. And y'all could also call in if you want to. If you want to call in and give your opinion about what we hearing, because I mean he done hung up. And we really was here to listen to that. And so I'm going to listen at what they saying, though. But y'all can call in.
Someone in the comments said that we're misinterpreting his words. I don't know what was. Ryan Renee said, "Why are y'all twisting his words?" I'm not sure what was twisted because y'all heard the same thing we heard. But I think. But what I was.
See, Mark would have just let them talk and not said anything. But the ladies are different. So ladies want to fix things and say nice things. To me, they was talking nice to him, and but he was just already triggered. And hold on, because my Cash App went off. Who do we have? Shout out to Donella for sending a Cash App. Shout out to you. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all rock, man. Y'all rock. Hold on. Let's go. Shout out to Donella. Let me love this. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank you so much. Let's go. Oh shoot. But yeah, so what are y'all thinking was I already know they wasn't rude to him. Wait a minute, Talina. Will you be able to do a live stream the upcoming trial and react? Heck yeah, I cannot wait. Now, what it is it's not gonna be like the beginning of the trial, but it's gonna be something. I seen something where it's not like the trial legit gonna start that day, from my understanding. But I'm definitely gonna be tuned in. But I am known to watch it kind of a little bit behind because I like to speed things up a little bit. But we definitely gonna be tuned in. That's a fact. But thank you so much, Talina, for the super sticker. Yeah, we gonna be tuned in. Yes, ma'am. We following this all the way. That's how we do it over here. Once I touch a case, until it's over, I'm gonna keep giving updates and all of that through the trial and all of that. And that's where my how my playlists are created. So y'all, please check out my playlist tab. You can go to the homepage and see a lot of different content that I've done. And I actually enjoy looking at trials and interrogations and stuff like that and giving my commentary. But it is some things that irritate me about trial, and that's the constant paper shifting, coughing, bad audio, a lot of waste of time. Like, it's just some things that just irritate me about trials, which is why I like to watch them after the fact when somebody done fix the audio and stuff. But yeah, we gonna be here though, Talina. All that to say, shout out to you. Wait a minute. Wait a dang minute. Donella sent another Cash App. Boy, y'all is clowning today. I ain't never got so much love in my life. And I got 124 thumbs up. I happen to look back like, what? Okay, thank y'all so much. Dang, I'm gonna do 2 of them at once.
Shout out to you. Let's go. Shout out to you.
Thank y'all so much. We can do this all night. Hold on. I'm getting mad. Let's keep them coming. Thank y'all. Oh, see, this phone is behind. That's weird. I might have more thumbs up than I think. Okay, now. Just made it home. Spoken by royalty. So, yeah, you said you was listening in. Thank you so much for tuning in. I believe King played a part as well. He was involved in SA as well in his past. Trust me, he knows more. They are going to be turning on each other in the trial. I believe a lot of stuff will come out. Yes, now it seems very odd that he would be willing to. I mean, like I said before, birds of a feather flock together. I mean, they both been around each other, sharing Shannon and all this kind of stuff, and no big issues with each other. And I don't know what kind of friends they are, but I know soon as he called that day on the phone, oh man, I'm sorry, I ain't send you. I'm gonna send you some money soon as I don't know, what they got going on. They sharing women. What else are they sharing? But after I looked at and seen the shop and seen how small the area is and knowing that the shop is attached to a carryout, it makes me wonder, how did anybody not know? You know what I'm saying? It's like that shop is like a garage. It's not even that big from what I could see. And the back part of the shop is right there connected to the store. So how could anybody not hear anything? We talking about kids here. That's why I'm like, man, I don't even want to think about that, but he might have some other issues going on too. Shout out to, somebody just sent me another Cash App. Let me see who in the chat, because I ain't going to say people's name on here. But thank you so much. Thank you. I don't see that name in the chat, but I'm not going to say the name. But thank you. You know who you are. It's a calendar conference. What is a calendar conference? Oh, you talking about the the court proceedings. Is that what it's called? Shout out to you for sending this Cash App. Thank y'all so much. And I need to have this Cash App up. Somebody told y'all though. Shout out to 755. And I'm sure BFF probably dropped it too. Thank y'all.
Shout out to you. Let's go.
Hey, I see Chris Brown getting y'all.
Shout out to you. Let's
go. All right. Shoot.
I stand on business. You got me somewhere, I stand on business. You got me in your hood, I stand on business. I've been standing on business. I stand on business.
Y'all standing on business up in here today. I'm telling you. Y'all standing on that real gold business. Thank y'all so much. And to the haters.
Nanny boo boo.
I gotta be petty. Got to be petty. You be getting down to the bottom line. Love your platform. Thank you so much, Donella. I appreciate it. Look, it's something. It's just I've had people ask me before, like, what make you go so deep with the cases? And to me, it be stuff I be wanting to know. So I put it out like I want to know it, And also I like facts. And I don't like to follow the mess. I follow facts. Of course, we can talk about other things a little bit, but I don't like to veer too far from the facts because people will have you everywhere with a case and it'll be just so confusing. So what we're hearing at the preliminary hearing, that's what they basing everything off of. There will be no surprises. I mean, and if anybody is put on trial, it's not going to be during this trial. This is Jarvis's trial. Anybody else that comes up is going to be separate at a whole different time. And their goal in this trial, when it do start, is not to get the other people, is to get Jarvis. So they not gonna be going after King during the trial. But if they find some things on King, which I've seen stuff added to his record, and even Roxy talked about it, and she said that she was told that it was an error, but it's still on his record, and it don't make sense. Now, Jarvis's has been upgraded. I see capital on there and a new charge as of January of 2025, and it may be because she was under the age of 13. She was like 11, really, because if you think about it, okay, they have text messages starting from September, I think it was September 22nd or September 22nd of 2022. She had just turned 12. Like, so they was talking before that. And he been knowing her since she was 2 years old. So, and we know of things with him and a 4-year-old. So we know that didn't nothing start at that age. That was the only time they can get it documented because of technology. So they ain't even going by what could have happened before then. But this dude came in looking like a creep. I'm sitting up here looking at pictures of him with his daughter in her christening outfit from 11 years ago. And the only person that commented is Florentino, saying that it's beautiful. Another thing, looking through the pictures, I see Tijuana Butts. She's holding the little girl, Jarvis's sister that testified. She's over at their house when she was little. Little pictures of Naziah and her brother holding the oldest, the little girl. They just all so cute. And then you got this creep, like knowing that he hadn't even been out very long enough, I guess, to get her pregnant. I guess that's why people was like, how do he even, if you look at his record, it says that he wasn't even supposed to get out or he got out in 2014. How is that possible if he got one born in 2013? And people were saying, well, that ain't him. I don't know. Okay. Ugh. So ugly. And then, I'm looking at this Halloween picture they got of Naziah. She got a wig on looking like a grown woman from the 70s or something, but it is from Halloween. But yeah, y'all, we definitely gonna keep up with everything concerning this case. Oh, it was me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just happened to look at that. I'm like, wait a minute. I appreciate that. I definitely wasn't gonna say your name. Spoken by royalty. Thank you. Just made it home. I did notice you said that though. Let's see. That's right. As us being mothers and women, we care. And I want to see all of them go to jail. Every last one of them. Exactly. And don't you get capital when unaliving a pregnant? Right. That's what I was saying before. But see, no, because they don't have proof. They don't have the body. And they don't know how far she was. Like, you can't just, allegedly, you ain't supposed to just assume, like, oh, well, she did this text message. And so, but then again, I mean, Shannon actually, now that would have been later, right? We know that Shannon actually, her statements to Roxy on live television saying that she gave her a pregnancy test, bought her another one because it was faint. And it actually went right with them text messages with her and Jarvis when he was saying, go get another one. and all of this stuff. But see, that it was like they was communicating but wasn't putting Shannon's name in it. But Shannon knew. Her and Neziah clearly was using the same phone, and Shannon knew the password. So that tells you that she was keeping up on their conversation. She knew everything that was going on, and I believe that she was sending her out. And then for her to say she asked you for a location, and that's the same location of the woman whose car he drove to transport her in. Like, come on. Then in court, they asking, is Jarvis known to get dropped off one place, walk down the street and get picked up another? Yeah, because they know. So who is that person that was picking him up and all that? I truly believe that if those kids are gone, and that's what Roxy said, you know, she said, matter of fact, that's what I was supposed to be playing. Her on video saying that they're gone and stuff. And if you know, you know. So I'm sure y'all probably heard that. Let's see.
The update. They're gone. If you know, you know.
I don't know if she in front of a fan or what. We ain't mean to make that shoot. I mess around and get in trouble for that TikTok sound messing around with YouTube. We didn't mean no harm, YouTube.
Hello, this is Roxy, Neziah's cousin. You know what's so interesting?
No, this is funny. I happen to see this right. Hello. This is so weird. Somebody somebody was live on social media talking about they were at a location and the police is all over the place. They trying to find out what's going on. Like, I don't know if they found Neziah or some weird stuff. So Roxy drove to this so-called location that is supposed to be swarming with cops. And then she went live to let people know that it was a bunch of bull. So this is her live.
Hello, this is Roxy, Neziah's cousin. You know what's so interesting? I was out here just looking for my cousin like I do. You know that everyone says that I'm not doing. Well, you know, I was just out here looking for her, you know, in the area. You know what I'm saying? In the area. And I'm trying to figure out, I come across and I am...
So what they doing now is also playing the video of the other person that's live lying. People are weird, man. Like, people do all kind of weird stuff. They attach themselves. They create cash apps and GoFundMes, and hell, if you local, they'll break in your house. You know what I'm saying? That happened to my cousin. She got unalived, and you know, they waited till everybody cleared out that was in front of the house, mourning and everything, whatever we was doing, and they broke in the damn house more than one time. It probably was the person that unalived her. I don't know. But people are freaking sick, is my point.
Found 2 cars over here. You know, so I go check on who the cars are, and apparently it's this person. No, I don't know who this person. I'm trying to figure out. I come across and I am found 2 cars over here. You know, so I go check on who the cars are, and apparently it's this person. No, I don't know who this person is. I don't know where she came from. I appreciate efforts, but this is the things that I be talking about with the cloud chasing. What's out here? A building, right? That's out here. Snow. Okay, and just me. Okay, snow, just me. So I'm trying to figure out why this is playing.
In here, the police is right down the street right now. The police is right down the street right now. It's a crime scene right up 1 minute up the street. It's a crime scene 1 minute up the street from 7th Muhlenberg Road. I'm literally 1 minute away. There's a crime scene right down the street. I don't know what they done found. It's at a house. I don't know what's going on.
There's no crime scene. There's no house. Where?
Investigators out here too. I don't know if this got anything to do with the Neziah case. I'm not saying nothing.
Where's the investigators?
All I know is while they do what they do down there and down the street, I'm gonna do what I do over here. Now, whoever this is with this white van, I hope you ain't trying to kidnap me because the police down the street, okay?
What a white van at?
That's all I got to say. The police right up the street.
Ain't no police here.
Somebody just texted me on Facebook, said that they was over here. Okay? I pulls up in front of this building. I'm just hoping that ain't nobody trying to off me and get me out the game. Somebody got the hazards on.
Y'all got to stop it.
Now she done turned it into her. I hope ain't nobody coming to off me. Anyway, people are weird. But yeah, I do know. Yeah, I don't know. You must have said that before I played the video. Yeah, I seen that it was an update, and she said that the kids are gone, and she also said you forgot about me. So it sounds like Roxy gonna be getting the kids, because one thing I remember hearing is that I was about to say to Lena, Kiwana and Janelle said that they got put on a list to not give the kids to them. And apparently CPS give you an option. Like, first of all, they have no rights, okay? Like, what? So they get to say who they want the kids to go to. So that's what was said, that they said they do not want Kiwana or Jernell to get the kids. They rather for the kids to go to complete strangers than for them kids to go with them. And so when Roxy did that video saying you forgot about me, that's what I was thinking she was saying, because her name must not have been on the list not to get the kids. That's crazy to me, though. The family said they were told Shannon was a yeah. Oh yeah, I believe all of them was. All of them was. It's a whole generational curse, meaning like the grandmother, the mother, and the aunties. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, because she turned around and did it to her cousin from 6 to 12, allegedly, according to her cousin. And so I'm just wondering, is the cousin gonna press charges on her? Because it ain't no statute of limitations on that. But then again, I don't know. Well, I don't know how old she was. I mean, it's just a mess. Kids gonna repeat what happens to them. That's how you know when something is happening, if they doing that. The first sign you hear of a kid doing that, you gotta wonder who did that to you, because they don't just get that out the sky. Somebody, even if it's something that they like PORN, even if it's that, and somebody that introduced them to that, there's still an issue with that. I mean, either way, it's somebody older that's putting them on to that. With the kids being removed, that may have charged. Thank you for saying their names. Kiwana and Janelle is who I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep, they put them straight up on the list. Jarvis, I don't agree, though. Once you perpetrate the abuse, you endure your willful Yeah. Yeah. I mean, definitely. Once you become that person that hurt you, then you become the same monster. Like, and it ain't no sympathy for you, because like I said, he could have got help, but instead he chose to turn into the person that hurt him, and then he chooses them by the age, that whole 13. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. I don't believe in coincidence. He's clearly picking the age 13 because it happened to him. Now, if y'all didn't see the video that I posted earlier or yesterday about his first child's mother, his first child's son, alleged son, got on here exposing his mother, saying that she was the one that did this to him at the age of 13 or whatnot. And so check that out. And also, the fact that they reported her as a runaway and reported it to the school and didn't go up to the shop, and knowing that that's the only place that she would have been. And just listening at they text messages and stuff, you could see that she pretty much wasn't doing stuff without their permission. it was them that was allowing it. When you listen to them text messages, she would say, did she say it was okay, or like she wasn't really trying to go against them. So I mean, but it was things that was being left out of the text messages. If what Shannon said is that she gave her she took one, the line was faint, so she did another one. But when you look at the text messages between her and Jarvis, she didn't say, oh yeah, Shannon got it for me. And she never put her name in those text messages. So I don't know. I watched that video yesterday. It was a guy saying at 13, Jarvis has a baby by his mom, and the mom kids were taken. Yes, yep. That's a video that I posted yesterday over here, and I have been talking about it in previous live streams. So I was happy that I ran across it again, and I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. But that video of the alleged brother, that's not Jarvis's brother. That somebody has said that is a guy that was giving us a scenario, and people like chopped it up and made it seem like it was gospel. I don't know, but I didn't entertain it at all, because as far as I'm concerned, who the hell is he? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Like I didn't even play that. Now this one seemed it seemed believable. Now that guy, he just seemed like he was just taking what he had heard and adding some stuff that he thought. Like, I mean, because when you sit up here and put Shannon in it like that, then you gotta ask yourself why she ain't arrested then. If she was the mastermind, and I mean, if she did it and he covering up, first of all, he would have been told on her. I believe that. He would have been like, I believe that if she was the one that actually did it, he would have told. I mean, I don't know. I think he did it. And I think they knew that they knew everything. That's the part that they guilty for, and running around covering things up. Heck, Shannon could have even been involved in maybe picking him up too. I mean, they asked her that question. I don't know. Maybe not though. But see, they going by phones, and all you got to do is leave the dang on phones at home. This month, like that's all you gotta do. If they don't have camera footage of knowing that she there, and you don't have your phone with you, they can't say that you was there. See, it ain't about what you know, it's about what you can prove. That's how it worked. So I mean, if she was with him doing anything, and maybe she could have been, but if she ain't had no tracking device with her, they can't put her there. They don't have no surveillance, period. They have no surveillance, because all this time that went by, it was March by the time they was out doing things. I mean, she did say they went to Ypsilanti first. That was sometime end of February or something. As a matter of fact, the sister, what's his name, Cordell's sons, or Cordell's baby mom, sis, said it was like March, or about March, when they came out there talking to them. So man, that store footage, and we heard her say some of the stuff get overridden in days, 24 hours, months. It just depends on their system, how cheap they are, how fancy their system is. So these people knew that. They scattered stuff. When people in a Jelani Day case, the people that did that to him, they scattered his belongings everywhere, different jurisdictions. And then you had a bunch of police, nobody wanting to take the lead of the case, because it didn't happen here. They found this there. So it'd be, people that know what they doing. Real criminals or law enforcement, fake bad cops that do stuff like that. Confuse things just so nobody will want to touch it. Nobody want to do somebody else's work. They went there the same day. Who went to Ypsilanti the same day? They didn't go to Ypsilanti till February, a month and 3 days later or something. As a matter of fact, she said she got the case February 12th. Ypsilanti was the first place they went to. but it was still a month later, you know, and so they overwrite footage within days, you know, so they didn't have nothing. They ain't have her going in the hotel. They had a paper written receipt saying that he went there at 9:30. He was over Angel House, who he lived with, which I'm still trying to figure out if it's the same Angel who on the CPS report and the same Angel that Shannon is sitting up here arguing with right here. Let me put that back up. But that's the address that he using. Then who, like I said, who poses like this with their child? Stupid. Her. That's a Angelita Spence. But the lead investigator didn't say her last name, so I don't know. You know, I could assume, but I don't like to assume, but I think it could be. Okay. And this is the event I was talking about that ZIYAH was there too. She was a baby. Her mother was there. Roxy is there. Roxy says she hadn't been to Detroit since 2011, and that's 2011. So she moved from Detroit that year, and she ain't been back until now. And she said if she would have been there, that wouldn't have happened to ZIYAH. And she all in, and especially if she got all them kids right now, man, that's a lot. And these is broken kids at that. Like, I mean, yeah, that's a huge responsibility. That report. I know those reports of her missing late on the school desk till February 12th or later. Yeah, Shannon said, the Shannon investigator said she got it on the 12th. She was called and asked to look into it, and it just took off from there. I believe Shannon was giving ZIYAH 2 men and getting paid. See, I mean, it's a possibility, but it's no proof of that, though. It's very much a possibility. But it ain't no proof of that. It could have all been Jarvis and whatever he wanted to have going on. And I've also been saying that I picture her in the middle because they said that she was always with Shannon. And when she lived out there at Port Clinton, she was always with her. So so I think I know for a fact, knowing that he did this to a 4-year, you know, he ain't waiting till they get 13 or a certain age. He ain't waiting. But I mean, they said it started with his own at the age of 7 and 8, and by 10 it was full penetration. Yeah. And this is kind of pictures he taken. And these stupid bras acting like they don't know. She's the orchestrator. You heard what Vari said. Look at that auntie. I don't agree though. Yeah, these people are sick. I'm gonna play this one more time. If I might have to take it out. I don't know. But we gonna play it. And then this, you know, like I said, I do believe it's the shop because I'm looking at it looked like a letter right there. And I'm just trying to figure out why they out there barefoot like that and doing all that. And what are they doing? It ain't no work going on there. What are we doing? Who be up there at a shop barefoot? Looking like they be up there all the dang on time. And like I said, when King said they be up there when they asked, first thing he said, yeah, they be up there putting air in their tire. He ain't say nothing about that till they ask.
I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped him in his shit. They say who you do it for, I say I do this for my sis. Gotta watch out for the twins, yeah, they think that they slick, but I'm quick. I'll scramble some shit up, got me feeling like I'm Vic. How the fuck did your baby daddy take away lil' sis? I wish I caught Jarvis out, I would've popped him in his shit. They say.
Yep. So sad. But then again, you know, she can't stand her daughter. So I don't even know what kind of hell. I could imagine Naziah asking him, do you think I'm pretty and all this stuff? And do you like big or little girls and all of this stuff? Do you know, like needing validation? She was a pretty girl and she didn't know it because of the people that was around her. These people showed her what love was supposed to be like. They messed her up. But why would you do that? Knowing what it was to go through that. I mean, you want them to feel the same thing you felt. That's evil, man. It's evil. Well, I tell you what, they're going to have to be creative now to eat because they don't have the kids to benefit from. And it ain't going to be no love if they get locked up. So, but justice for Naziah. She deserved to be found. I mean, she didn't deserve what happened to her. A lot of people have already been saved from this happening. All of those kids is out of the house is saved. And they can get help now. But it's been a long time, like deep rooted, living like this, thinking that is normal and that is okay because the adults around you said that it is. But it really, you know, that morning prayer when she's like going off about a dang on rug being messed up, something that you can just fix, or perhaps move the cheap ass rug and buy one thicker that won't flip every time somebody walk past it. That's your fault if you got a rug that flip like that. But instead, she called the kid, these stupid ass kids. That's what she did. But the father thought she was God-fearing. Boy, you better know what God look like, because he dang sure don't look like that. She don't fear nothing but somebody breaking them chains on that refrigerator. That's it. She was stingy, selfish, greedy, and didn't give a damn about those kids. Period. Is it true that they threw Jarvis a birthday party? I heard. I have no proof. Like, people just be saying stuff, like, because I heard that a lot, and I ain't heard not one person say what proof they had of that. But I can tell you what, if she been talking to him, why he been locked up? And I'm sure they already put them jail calls and stuff. Listen, the investigation has begun when them kids got taken out the house. So it's gonna be some more stuff coming. And jail calls put. And if any of that was going on, we'll find out then. You gotta be a fool to do that. But that's what they are. Criminals are fools. For one, being a criminal. For two, thinking they smarter than everybody else. And they ain't smarter than a fifth grader. They tell on themselves while they talking. Even if they don't tell on themselves verbally, they do it in their body language. So, anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all. We've been here 3 hours. And so I will be back probably tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I got a live stream set up that'll pop up when we end here. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. She said that's some crazy weird work for real. Throw a birthday party. I believe she unalived Naziah. Just my thought, because Shannon was very jealous of her and Annette. Yeah, I mean, I think that they would have found proof of that. If she was there would have been some type of DNA possibly found on her or her clothes. I know that they searched their house. You know, and if they would have found anything, I'm sure they searched got cameras, yeah, because they got the one of her getting off the school bus. So if they had evidence of Shannon leaving that house, and I think that it would have been different. But for me, I just gotta have a little proof to support that. Thank you for creating honest, genuine content, Ms. V. Thank you for appreciating it, because I can't operate no other way. I can't just pick something out the sky and be like, yeah, this is what. Because one thing that I know, being on YouTube and like paying attention to the world and people and how they work, and even dealing with some of the things that I've had to endure dealing with weirdos on social media. People group think, they slow, they don't read, they don't pay attention to details. And yeah, so that's the reason why I learned YouTube, and I teach that too. So both my channels is about knowledge and information. That's what I'm selling. I mean, about knowledge, information, and facts, because yeah, that's what I go by. Anything else don't make sense to me. Like, we're listening, we got a preliminary hearing, we've heard the stuff presented. That's what we gonna hear in court. There will be no surprises. Everything we heard at the preliminary hearing is things that they're gonna have to prove. They're saying those are things that both sides are saying that they can prove. Those are going to be the things that we hear. They're going to bring in witnesses to help it be proven, and all this. This is not going to on the stand. They not going to be like, oh, Shannon, you did it. You're no, that's not how a trial works. And so it just be funny. When I'm looking at certain people talk, they don't be knowing what they talking about, y'all. I promise you. So yeah, I'll stick to the facts. Thank you, Talina. I appreciate that. Yes, ma'am. They group BFF. No, man. Listen, yeah, them weirdos. But okay, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And 755 Media, that was in the chat, she is the one, and her partner in rhyme that made this song for me. So y'all be sure to check her out. If you click into this video, you could go to Shandy Cheek's channel also from there. She could sing her butt off. And 755 is an artist in every way that you can be an artist. So check her out. And also Kicking It with the Rooks. Thank y'all so much again for tuning in. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make this go viral. Shout out to my BFF, my HMI. Yep, I'm with you. They coming. These babies getting interviewed. You better believe it. And I can't wait. What's your other channel? Oh, if you go to my homepage, you will see it. It's called Make This Go Viral. LLC. It's about YouTube, so people that make content. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You going to jail. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass.
Yeah, that's what we waiting on. And we cannot wait until that day. We gonna baste in it.
Nanny boo boo.
Peace and love, y'all. We out.